There we go. That's me. Just waiting on the game to boot up here. And yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm trying something a little bit different today, just because the YouTube algorithm thing. There we go. Doesn't seem to like me having a long intro like I have been, so haven't turned on autoplay ads on Twitch yet, but that may happen. Oh, probably not till after we move, which we're moving, by the way, if you didn't know. Not for a little while yet, but all right. We are in Coastal Highway. This is not the same file. In Coastal Highway, we are going to construct a woodworking bench. And then we need to mine some salt. That's basically what we're doing. And we're going to eat some food. Do I have any in my... I mean, I have food in my inventory, but... Oh, yeah, I wish we could get some... Oh, we need a hammer to do the acorn grounds. I wonder if I have a note about a hammer anywhere. Probably not. I can't remember if we've been here before. I can't remember if we went all the way to... LA Coastal Highway... Mountain, Blackrock. If we did, I don't have any notes about it. So that's fine. But we should have some meat out here we can eat. There we go. And then 400 calories. All right, we're going to eat that. And then drink some water, and then we'll have the rest with us for when we get a little snacky. And I think it's morning. It's a little bit cool out. Let's build the workbench first. I can't remember how long it takes, but let's plan to do that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What was that I ate? Oh, good question. That was deer meat. I'm going to admit, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Saji? Yeah, sorry, that was a piece of deer meat that I had cooked previous stream. No. No. And there's a delay, unfortunately. There we go. No, it is a bit deceptive with the color. Whoops. Come on, game. There we go. But yes, just deer meat. All right, let us build the furniture workbench. Takes 4 hours. We can just go. We'll just straight up do that here. I've never done this before, so this is new for me. Ooh, sanding and hammering, and there it is. It's not as big as I would have expected. Maybe we'll put it over here instead. I was thinking it would be... That's a little... that space, but... Oh, is that a sharpening stone I missed last time? Yeah, I was expecting it to be a little bigger than this. Could put it in on this side maybe then. Well, I mean, if we moved this shelf, we can put it in where the shelf is, or if we move the desk. Probably better if we have it in here. Presumably we can move it when we're done. This gear's starting to slow me down. Yeah, this is a absolutely enormous shelf, so that's that much bigger, but here, we put it in the... There we go. I haven't done a whole lot of the base customization business here yet, but that seems better. I wonder if we can stack these? No? Can we put that on top there? No. Alright, well, I would like to reposition them a little bit here then. We'll stack them out of the way. Here I am getting sucked into get that sort of. There we go. That's all right there then. Hey, sweetie. There we go. Oh, yeah. All right, well that's good. I like that spot for it. We'll take one of the barrels and we'll put the barrel in the corner there. That's a genius idea. Does look a little out of place here, doesn't it? Yeah, the base customization is not something I've done an absolute ton with yet in the game. I'm just hoping it'll fit in here. Perfect. And yeah, now I need to go pick up the whetstone. I should check and see what I have. Thought I had one. It's down to 16%. Okay. We can drop the tools and the woodworking tools. Put them away because we won't need them where we're going, which is to go out and find some salt. So we can then use our furniture workbench to make a meat curing box so we can cure some meat. I don't know, I assume you don't have to cook it first, but I finished this probably. Well, maybe not. Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah, no, we ate all the meat. That's perfect because you don't want to carry too much of it around because it tends to attract unsavory element. Oh, got some water to go with us. 1.5. We're not too tired, although that took a good chunk of the day. But now I guess we got to go out to the beach. I feel like we did go through to Ash Canyon to the far side there. Or not Ash Canyon. Coastal Highway. Oh, it's a nice sunny day. What do I have for torches? We've got a few. Okay, so we don't need to worry too much about the wolves. And we are underweight, so we can carry quite a bit of salt. I'm hoping... First of all, I'm hoping we won't have to worry about wolves over here, although that's not a guarantee. Yeah, a number of the rocks sort of along the coast here can have salt deposits on them. We need something like 8 kilograms of salt. Okay, there's the bear over there. That little tiny black spot is in fact a bear. We can either go along the coast this way or that way. I feel like we're safer to go on this side, although I feel like we're less likely to find some. But yeah, those are wolves over there, those teeny tiny black specks, if you can even see them. So we'll check a little bit over here, then we might cut across to the island where the bear is now. I'm pretty sure there's some along the facing side here. But I would kind of expect to be some along here too. So far not. I've never really gone hunting for it before, so I'm not really sure where to find it. Like, I've seen it before. Yeah, it's usually along rocks that are near the coastal spots like this. I mean, we could also go to Crumbling Highway, where we're likely to find some as well. we'll see. We'll go all the way down this coast and see what we can find. If nothing else, probably some saplings we can find down the end. But also, if we need to, we can swing by the island there on our way back home. If we decide not to go to Coastal Highway, or Crumbling Highway. But if we go to Crumbling Highway, the next region, then we also could end up finding some salt there, but also swinging by Desolation Point where there's hopefully a hammer. We can make some flour, acorn flour. Pretty sure there's a body up here. Yep. One feather, that's it. Highway. Oh, there's a second feather. If there's not at least two, then man, no salt along this whole side so far. Bear is over there on the island for now. Well, there can be wolves up ahead here. Yeah, it takes a long time to collect all the salt. Being able to cure the meat is a huge... Once it's cured, it lasts almost forever, and it doesn't smell very much to attract predators. That's the other big advantage to it, I think. Yeah, going all the way to Desolation Point is pretty far out of our way, realistically, if this is our main goal. Hey, Sun on Wave, hello! How are you? This fine, sunny winter day, I guess it is. Your mileage may vary depending on whether or not you live on Great Bear Island or not. I'm, oh, there's some deer over there. I'm looking for salt. As the stream title may have suggested to you, I don't know. But so far I haven't found any. We started at the beach in front of Quonset, and I've come all the way over here, and I still have not found any salt. This is the first time I've ever gone looking for it. Things are well, son. We are moving in August. We bought ourselves a new house and sold the one we're currently living in has been sold, and we are moving to the town where I work. Cut down my commute. That's also where my son's going to be living when he moves into the group home. So, yeah, lots of pluses to that. But it does mean that life is going to be more hectic for a little while before it gets less hectic. It is exciting. At the moment, it's still kind of daunting, which isn't to say that we aren't happy about it. It just means we aren't. We recognize the challenge we've also given ourselves here. Hoping to find a sapling over here. Yeah, big chore for sure. Okay. How far around this rock can we get before ice starts to crumble? No, let me put on crampons just in just in case we have to. Okay, so no salt. We're not exactly cold right now either, but so yeah, I'm not sure. Like, is it a better bet to go to the island over here or to head to Crumbling Highway? I've never before gone looking for salt in this game, so I suppose we can just head out here, do a little beach combing, kind of make a loop of the islands and head back. Yeah, so we the good news is we've got about 10 days where we technically own both houses, so we don't have to do the entire move in like one day. But we do need to start, you know, packing sooner rather than later. Is there anything beachcombing wise over here? I'm sure we had a blizzard. Last stream. Oh, there's something. A sapling. A birch sapling, but that proves that there is beachcombing stuff to be had. Oh, some... Yep, here's a couple things. They're good. The bear is leaving the island. That's good because we... Oh, hey! Broken arrow, very nice, actually. Every broken arrow I find means the longer I can wait to forge. It's called The Long Dark, Country Boy. And welcome. Good to have you here. I type it in the chat because there's a bit of a delay that I haven't been able to sort out on YouTube. And of course now it's not showing that my message went through. Still did not go through. Oh, there we go. Now it went through. So, yeah, sorry about the delay. It's called The Long Dark. It is a winter survival game. You got to stay warm. You got to keep from freezing to death. You got to stay hydrated and keep yourself fed. You can scavenge things like canned food. But you can also, you know, hunt animals and craft stuff. The game has been out for quite a long time now, but there's... Oh, now the bear's coming back this way. Lovely. But yes, there's quite a bunch of content in the game. So yeah, it's very much... there's very much a lot to enjoy about it. I am actually looking for salt deposits along the beachfront here so that I can cure some meat. I don't know if I'm going to find much. Especially right in here. This is kind of a newly added area. I guess I haven't really explored much. Yeah, this is the drop box for when you have deals from the trader, but which is also a new addition to the game. Oh, come on, salt deposits. Where are you? I've seen them before when I'm not looking, right? But, you know, once you start looking, that's when everything kind of disappears. Alright, let me check this island out. Got decent internet back. Congrats, Flimsy. That is always good. We'll see how long it takes to get ours sorted out when we do our move here. Behind Misanthropes. We've been here? Yeah, we've been here. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me, son. You mean like on the backside here? Yeah, and I know there's like way over by the fishing huts and stuff. There is some there too, I think. But yeah, it's just something I'm not used to looking for. Actually, if you go in the mine here, in the entrance to the mine, there's actually a bunch of salt. I don't know if that stuff respawns or not, but... Wait, is this Misanthropes or is this Jackrabbit? No, this is Misanthrope. Okay. Gotta watch out, because we're getting closer to the bear's cave over here. although he's out for a jaunt at the moment. At least I think he is. Oh, is that it? That's always hard to tell. I'm not used to spotting it either. No, I think that's just marks on the rock, right? Yeah. It's been a long time since I've even seen one, because I haven't been looking for a while. If you mean Pal World, Country Boy, no, I have not. I've heard of it, but I have not actually played it before. I've watched a little bit when the game first came out. It does seem like quite an interesting game. It's not really my speed, although I appreciate the sort of the tech progression and the I don't know if I want to say the jokes necessarily, but the references. I never got big into Pokemon myself, so I have heard good things. Okay, well, we've basically circumnavigated Misanthropes here and no Salt Sun, so I don't know if I've just missed it or if it's like up higher on some of these rocks. I just know there's a bear over there too, so I don't want to... Like, I could put bear meat to good use. It doesn't mean I'm ready to go hunting right now. And I know his, like, the bear's patrol path has changed quite a bit. Oh, there he is. Okay. Now I feel a little bit... Oh, you know what? I'm pretty sure I see Salt down there. Now that, of course, he's in the way. Right down there, I think there's some salt deposits. Naturally, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. So you can't actually construct a full-on independent house. Country Boy, that's a great question, by the way, but you can't build your own house. But there is, for example, there is a house on this island, and you can customize it, and he's just standing there. There he goes. But yeah, so you can customize the house, you can move the furniture around. I actually, just before you got here, I just finished building a workbench so that I can build my own furniture. And that's why I'm looking for the salt here now, because I would like to build a meat curing box so that I can, if I put myself down here, he smells me. Right, I think I'm good. So yeah, you can't just pick a spot on a hillside and build your own house. Kind of the survival idea of the game is that your resources are very limited, and you have to do your best to survive by what you find and what you can scavenge. So hunting, gathering. So you know, there's things you can gather out in the world, but there's also yes, I could shoot the bear. There we go, a quarter. Oh, we got 2 salt out of that. All right. I say we need 8 kilograms of salt. So yes, you can shoot the bear. I'm playing on a difficulty where you can have a rifle.
I need to drop something.
But there are difficulty levels or difficulty settings where you can only have. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we got 2.5 kilograms of salt here. That's a decent start. Yeah, so you can shoot the bear, and when you kill an animal, there's different resources you can harvest from it. So you can harvest the meat. Obviously, is the most sort of, I don't know if you want to say urgent, but most immediately useful item. Because all you have to do is cook it, and I mean, you can eat it raw, but it'll make you sick. So I don't recommend it. But yes, alternatively, or not alternatively, but yeah, you cook the meat, and then eventually anything in the game, or almost anything in the game, will spoil over time if you leave it. So, you know, going out and killing 5 bears, gives you a like diminishing returns, because the meat that you cook will ultimately spoil before you can use it all, which is why having a meat curing station basically in a couple of your bases means that any meat that you can't immediately use, you can cure with salt. You have to keep the salt kind of replenished so you don't run out. Yeah, so I'm going to head to the rock outcrop straight in front of us. We'll search that one and this one on our way back to our base. And then I can show you a little bit about it if you've got time to hang around. But almost anything you can see in the game from here, you can go to. So there's a little red speck over there, right above my iron sight there on the revolver. That's actually a fully fledged lookout tower. You can climb the stairs, and you can get a view out over the entire bay here in this one region. Of course, that's presuming that the weather is good and it's not foggy or blizzarding or anything like that restricts your visibility, because that is another mechanic in the game, is the cold and the wind. And if it's too windy, you can't light a fire or your torch will blow out. And there's quite a lot of mechanics. There's a weight limit for how much you can carry. And if you start carrying more than your weight limit, then you walk more slowly, to the point where you can end up walking like this slow or even more slowly. I'm walking slow right now because I crouched. And that makes you a little bit harder to detect. Did we already check this one? I feel like we're not going to find any more salt here. The day is wearing on. I'm not all that tired. The other thing is, if you get tired past a certain point, then the amount you can carry without penalty slowly reduces. Just like it would in real life. You know, if I've been carrying around a 40-kilogram backpack full of gear for the last, like 4 hours on the march sort of thing, sooner or later fatigue is going to start taking over, and I'm going to need to rest up so that I can continue to carry my stuff, or else I'm just going to run out of energy and I'm going to start walking more slowly. Right, I do want more salt, but I also don't want to run out of energy and whatnot here too, so picking up a little bit more firewood in case I need to start a fire somewhere. We might go back, drop off the salt, and then continue around. I'm going to check this last rock outcropping, and then we're going to make another loop, I think, around a different part of the region here. The Long Dark is also a very beautiful game. I mean, you can see it's obviously stylized somewhat, but the weather effects, sometimes at night you get northern lights that they complicate the game because they make predators more aggressive and less easily frightened and things like that, but it's absolutely gorgeous as a game. A lot of people have described it as walking through an oil painting. It has a very, very, I don't want to say immersive art style, but it's very consistent and very, like, even once we get back to our base, I can again show you more. But I was saying, you can shoot the bear and get the meat from the bear. You can also skin the bear and keep the bear hide, and you can craft a couple of different things from bear hides. You can craft a sleeping bag. You can craft a bear skin coat, which has a chance to, if you're wearing a bear skin coat, it has a chance to frighten wolves away when they approach you, which, let me tell you, pretty useful in a game like this. So yeah, there's a house right here, and you can go in this house and you can make this house your base. Some of the houses have an upstairs. This one does not, but I'm not using the house for a base. I'm using Quonset garage over here, which is sort of the biggest single space in this region in the game. So it means I have room to kind of organize my stuff and keep things kind of under control. But yeah, like there's ruined cars, and you can search the trunk of the car to see if there's stuff in it. You know, obviously I've looted most of this stuff already. There, here an animal. The deer? Oh yeah, there's a deer right there, and there's also one right there. But you can't hold your aim indefinitely because your arm gets tired, and eventually you have to put the rifle away, and then it recharges over time. The more tired you are, the faster that meter kind of exhausts itself.
Something's got to go.
There we go. So this is the garage. This is like the front counter service area. There's a radio here because you can contact the trader. But electronic devices only work during the Aurora. Like you can... Canadian country boy, the best kind of country boy. Sorry, this is a sleeping bag that I haven't used. So you can move items and pick up items, drop items, move them around in the room. This is kind of my hoard. All this clothing stuff. I got some deer hides here that are in the process of curing. And you can use deer hide to make pants or to make boots. You can obviously find shoes and pants and stuff like that too. The third thing that you can harvest from animals is guts, and you need guts to make a string for your bow, to make fishing line. Need them as ingredients to craft different things. Like if you want to make deer hide pants, you need a couple of cured guts to go along with it, so that they yeah, see, I've got some here that are still curing. Move them over here with these ones. And I guess I'm just going to drop all the salt here by the thing, so I don't need to carry it all around. There we go. 10 things of salt, so 2.5 kilograms. I've got a couple more over here. And right, let's take 2 more over, and then we'll have 3 kilograms over here. Some of the salt you can use just for cooking. But we're starting a collection here to make... we want to make... Where is it? A meat curing box right here. So we need 8 kilograms of salt, 10 fir wood, and the woodworking tools, and then we can make this. And I've never done it before, which is one of the reasons I'm kind of... I don't want to say obsessed, but I'm definitely focused on making sure it happens. Sticks. All right, let's harvest this. All right. There we go. We're bordering on spam there on YouTube chat, so nothing to do with you, country boy. But we're trying to be focused on the game, and so I had a broken arrow there, so I can harvest it. I get a feather back. I guess you can't see that if you're on mobile, but you get resources back from it. You can salvage the arrowhead. You can craft more arrows. I have birch saplings here that you can turn into arrows once they're dried, and maple saplings here that you can turn into a bow once they're dried. Then you need the guts for the string there. So that's kind of what I'm working on. We are getting tired. Night is here. either I can spend the night and start out fresh in the morning, or I can try and make a little bit of progress tonight. Maybe we'll just stay in tonight. We'll do a little bit of research. You can find books out in the world. Like I have a couple of them here. One of them on archery, one of them on fire, on wilderness survival. But you read the entire book, then it gives you some progress in your fire starting skill. Again, you can't see that here. You can see the book, or the archery one. So you can gain some archery skill by reading the book, rather than just using the bow. Because if you just use the bow, eventually you wear it out and it breaks, and then you got to build a new one. Okay, let's drop some of these sticks. One reclaimed wood. What else did we find when we were out cruising around? Oh, we found a birch sapling. So drop that with the other birch saplings here. And so you can drop them, and then you can move them around if you want and place them kind of wherever makes the most sense. But yeah, there's all kinds of different things. There's sewing kits so you can repair your gear. There's wires that you can use to repair things, or even you can even craft like fishing hooks and snares to catch small game. Use the the fishing. So you can use the wire to make like this fancy fishing lure that gives you a better chance to catch fish. And then if you want, you can enable base editing mode, and you can move things sort of wherever you want. You can move the barrel around to a different spot if you like, or the crate, or the tires that are stacked here. You can't move the spray paint. You can only move the. I mean, if I'm not in base mode, then I can move the spray paint. But if you're in base mode, then all you can do is move the other stuff. So we're gonna grab some meat because we're gonna want to eat before we go to sleep, and then we're gonna try and do a couple hours of reading. Yep, my stomach just growled to tell me that I'm hungry. So we got 1,000 calories. This is gonna make it 2,000. Oh right, we got these porridges too. Those have a lot of calories in them. This is one of the fancy cooking items that you can make. You have to actually find the recipe to make Camberflight porridge. But then you need oats, you need rose hips, you need a can of peaches, and you need syrup in order to cook the recipe. So we made it because some of the stuff we had was the syrup we had was about to get ruined. I just grabbed one piece. Wow, it got a lot darker all of a sudden. Anyway, here's the bed. So hopefully we can read for an hour. Which book was I working on? Archery book? Yeah. I'm going to try and read for 2 hours. It'll cut me off when it's too dark. Got through one. Yeah, and it's too dark to read. Finish the second hour. So, the way it goes, we... a couple of other things we can do here. Need to craft any of that stuff. It's too dark, so we can't repair our gear. But yeah, this is the gear that I'm wearing. I've got combat pants and work pants, and you can wear 2 layers of some items, obviously. Climbing socks, the best kind of socks you can get in the game. And then I have an ear wrap to help keep me warm, and I have a moose hide satchel. So there are a very few items in the game that you can either find or craft that will allow you to carry more than you otherwise could. So obviously those are items you want to pursue kind of early on in the game if you can. And I guess you can kind of see it right here. This tells you how much gear I'm carrying in terms of fire starting
almost
stuff.
Anything about now.
So I've got coal, I've got sticks, I've got matches. If in an emergency, you can use the book to start a fire, but obviously if you burn it, then you can't read it. So you want to make sure you read it first. And then there's first aid stuff, there's painkillers and things like that. And then, of course, your clothing all has a weight to it. And your tools, if you're carrying a can opener, carrying a flare gun, you're carrying, you know, a hatchet or an emergency flare, or even just the extra ammunition for your revolver. It all has a weight to it. I should probably try to reduce my weight a little bit if we're going to bring back all of that. Half empty already. Wow. Let's just refuel it. It doesn't save me any weight to do... Oh. Doesn't save me any weight to do that. I guess technically it saves me a little bit on the can. Yeah, I do play other games. I mostly stream this and hardcore World of Warcraft. But I also have a soft spot for Japanese RPG games. And that's mostly it. I've never been into like the Call of Duty kind of thing. Not that there's anything wrong with those games necessarily. It's just not my thing, so to speak, right? Okay, so we can sleep for a little over 9 hours, probably close to 10 hours. That'll get us through till dawn. So, of course, your resources also deplete while you're sleeping. So we just drank a whole bunch of water now. I find the bed. Not bed. There we go. So let sleep. So by the time we wake up, we will be basically on the verge of dehydration again. Yeah, I've seen those games, and they're way more sort of simulation focused than, yeah, it's still dark out here, but yeah, again, we're thirsty. All right, if we're gonna leave some stuff behind, what are we gonna leave behind? All right, let me put a sewing kit down here. We are gonna leave behind one of these noisemakers. We can leave behind our ammunition, because we're not gonna... Well, hang on to the revolver ammunition. That's a safety thing. We can drop this book, because, again, we want to be able to carry as much stuff as we can. Bring back, but... Got to balance the survival with what's expedient.
I need some water.
Prop. Wood. Food, we're good. We're going to eat a bunch before we leave. Clothing, we can't really leave anything behind. We're going to leave behind the antiseptic. Gotta go. Well, no worries, country boy. Thank you so much for being here and for asking some questions. It's always great to have people curious about the game. And I'm always happy to answer questions, especially because it's a game I really enjoy. And thanks again for that sub on YouTube. Great to have folks kind of knowing what's going on over there. And yeah, I stream a couple of days a week, but the days vary because of my shift work schedule. So yeah, subscribing like that and even turning on the notifications is the best way to kind of know when I'm on. But yeah, I usually stream in this sort of mid-afternoon time slot as well. So hopefully that helps you out. Probably all I need to drop right now. So let's see what the weather's like out here. I can hear some wind, but... Oh yeah, this is too bad. We'll eat as much as we can right now. Then we'll bring the rest of the meat with me. It won't smell too much. There we go. Yeah, we could hunt another deer. Could also end up with a storm here too if we're not lucky, but... all we can do is head out and see what happens, and if there's a storm, we'll find a place to shelter and wait for it to end. Pick up a couple more sticks. What are we at weight-wise? Yeah. Get up to 20 sticks here. That'll give us a decent amount of burn time on a fire, even if we can't find any more fuel. I wonder if there can be salt deposits on the right-hand side of the road here as well. I've never seen them too far away from the shore, but like there's some inside the mine. So we've already looked past these places here, so it's worth keeping an eye on the other stuff there and just seeing what we get. Probably nothing, but there have to be times when the, like, this is so low, there have to be times when the waves crash up on, like, over this road, hey, you would think. Stick in them, call it good. Oops. At least we'll try to. Yeah, we already checked around this rock outcropping here. Yeah, so I try and leave the hoods up on cars that I've already searched because it saves you having to kind of come back and do it again. You could stay? Well, you're welcome to, but yeah, don't feel like you need to. Real life is more important than watching me play video games. So if you gotta go, by all means. But yeah, welcome to stay. I feel like we're gonna have a hard time getting enough salt in this region alone. Sometimes the trader offers salt. Interesting, I wouldn't have expected that. But I suppose it makes sense. I have not yet contacted the trader. One of the reasons I didn't want to go out during the night that just passed, in the hope that that an aurora would trigger, but I mean, if it had, I suppose we set the sleep timer to sleep right through it. But we would have heard the buzz, right? And we would have been aware. We missed it. That's the other reason I came here, to kind of set up shop and start the... Probably salt over on the far side there, but let's just check here first and see what we come up with. I assume we've looted this region pretty thoroughly, but I've already found at least one thing that I didn't when I was here before, and that was a whetstone. But yeah, it would be interesting to see what... I'm interested to see, because I've never actually participated in the trader mechanic before, so I'm looking forward to... There's a bunny. Yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of engaging with that for the first time. Wow, I didn't realize we were getting so cold out there. Yeah, okay, so we've been here before. Oh, these are about to be ruined. Well, oh, you know what? If they get ruined, they will disappear. And then we won't be able to... I don't know, maybe clothing items don't disappear like that. But if they disappear, then we can't harvest them, which probably means they don't disappear, but... I'm tempted to stay here for a few minutes, just to warm up. Thing we can do repair-wise. Thing that's really worth it. Repair that. 27 minutes. That would let us warm the rest of the way up. How much do we have cloth-wise? 3. Alright, fine. There we go. We left pretty early in the morning, so we had been outside for a long time, and it's still going to be cold out, I think, when we go out here. Yeah, that's kind of the trade-off with the trader, right? I mean, it makes sense. He's not going to give you something for nothing. But yeah, I haven't done any of that content yet, much as I am interested in it. I don't think we found any better weather by staying indoors. In fact, it's colder now than it was when we went inside. No salt. Oh, now we're walking into the wind. Lovely. Well, we could head out to Jackrabbit Island. And kind of... But I want to go farther along the coast here. Let's go past the rock there, and then we'll think about heading over. Kind of surprised I haven't seen too many wolves just now. But the whole wildlife refresh thing has gotten me second guessing a lot of what I expect to find. I thought for a second there was a little salt deposit in there, but maybe not. I mean, there isn't. Uh-oh. Feel like we got some bad weather blowing in. I suppose shouldn't surprise me after we had what amounts to a pretty nice day yesterday. yeah, I would think that there would be some salt on that rock outcropping. Question is, do we push to get to the fishing huts? If we end up with a full blizzard, I don't want to just try and blitz across the entire ice. We'll end up finding the ocean and not knowing which way to go to get to shelter, so we're probably better off following the coast if we can. I don't know. If I was a game developer, I would put some salt on whatever this thing is supposed to be. The tooth! The whole tooth and nothing but the tooth. And we're going to get cold here. There we go. We got the tooth. And now we're in a blizzard. And we did not find any salt. But we did find this dead body. We haven't searched yet, so there's that. Ragged boots. Okay, well. No salt. I'm torn. I feel like we're going to walk right by the mine. Maybe we should head up to the road then. The problem is that it's easy to miss the mine as well in a blizzard. Because if you follow the coast, you're guaranteed to hit the fishing huts.
Cold is making my
Is this where the mine was? No. Okay. Wow, it must be cold if the arrows don't change when we... We're definitely taking some cold damage here now. Worst part about it is that, well, I guess we know that we went as far as the tooth. So that's helpful. Kind of feel like mapping was a bad idea. But what's a fella to do, right?
I'm so cold. Just want to lay down for a bit.
I know, I know. Not in any real danger yet. Our condition is good. Oh, okay. We totally must have passed it because it's not. Well, we're safe from the storm now. Now I wish I'd brought my other book to read, but you know. Mind having that. We should probably be able to eat. Yeah. I feel like I should have brought some porridge or something, but I mean the cooked stuff. Just it doesn't weigh too much, but it's got a ton of calories. Not that we're starving. Not that we need to worry about that at all. Let's just finish this book. We're all warm. It's noon. Our archery skill is increased to what? Archery. Oh, we're awful close to level 5 here. Awful close. We've still got to probably shoot things like a whole bunch more times. But empty. I mean, we could harvest some curtains, but we're not really desperate for cloth. I feel like it's still... blizzarding out there. Oh, look, we left ourselves some food. So we really didn't have much to worry about. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Well, I know we could go... Well, I guess, I mean, we could go and we could look around right close by here. There's the rocks. We could check that out. Then we won't get lost and frozen to death. Right? One hopes. why I picked up a stick there, but yeah, this little spot right here is actually pretty good for building a fire because you're sheltered on most sides. No salt here. If you follow the road the rest of the way around the bay, underneath the bridge, I think there's a bunch of salt there, so I'm just touring whether or not we want to head out to the island first. I mean, we could almost follow this coastline around and end up... If you follow this and the rocks that come out from it, you can essentially get to Jackrabbit Island without much difficulty. We're going to assume there's no more salt there. Apparently there's no more salt here. Check the other side of these rocks quickly before we head off into the void. Okay, well. There we go. Already been here before.
Can't feel my feet.
Oh, is this Jackrabbit Island already? I think it is, actually. Yep. Definitely. We'll get up to the house here and we'll go in and warm up a bit. Maybe we'll sleep for an hour, I don't know. Then we'll circumnavigate this.
Too cold to think.
I know, we're almost inside. Really need to build a fire, but sticks are one of the few resources that regenerate. That's raw. Okay. Ooh. There we go. We're warm. Alright, well. Oh, there's our flower. Okay, I feel like we should take this now just so we can get it back to... Take the peaches and the flour. Everything else can probably stay here. I think we've got a couple of cooking oil back at the base. The water can stay. Don't have another book to read, so... I guess I'm going to leave... Over with these sticks, I'm going to leave the book. Just in case we really need to get a fire going. We may as well have a good rest here. Warm up nicely. Sounds like the blizzard's given up. Great. What do we got? What did we leave out here that we could... Pork and beans. Moldy granola bar. Yum. Thought there was a can of... Alright, doesn't really matter. Well, it's still cold out. Let's see, let's go the way we came. On this side. There's some bunnies. But we're just gonna do a loop around the whole island here and see what we come up with. Salt-wise. Yeah, if we go over by the bridge there, I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of it. That's kind of my last... ditch resource, I think, because we know it's there. Shouldn't say I know it's there. I'm relatively certain it's there. I've seen it before. There was quite a bit around the bridge. One time, semi-recently when I was there. Quite a bit of daylight left, actually. I mean, quite a bit of energy left for the amount of daylight. Again, we slept a couple hours, so that helped, obviously. But that's a lot of salt, man. Suppose we do need to go out around this little island too, don't we? I think we'd find it up here, but if we're walking by it, we may as well check. There also might be some beachcombing stuff to be had out between here and the other island. Oh, they're not a shot. Ooh. Yep, let's not end up in the ocean
By
there.
Snow. Nothing to drink.
Nothing to drink. You want to bet we're gonna get a nice fish washed up on shore there. Oh. Okay, nothing of interest in there. Maybe there isn't anything that spawns along here anymore. I feel like I see something, but it's the edge of the basin. Alright, let's go back. Surely along that big rock face, there's got to be some salt. Surely. One would think so. Still here. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, this whole thing is just one region. There are, I don't know, 15, 18 regions in the game, something like that. They're not all this big. But there's some driftwood, I think, yeah. You're kidding me. I have never in my life before seen a hacksaw wash up on the beach. An empty rifle casing. Oh my goodness. An MRE, a meal in a bag. Are you kidding me? And people say, and a fire hardened arrow. And people say that that beachcombing is overpowered. That something else there? Or is that just the... That's just the edge of the ice. Okay. Behold, I see some salt. I can't believe a hacksaw and an MRE. That's kind of... That's mind-bogglingly good is what that is. 2, oh. 4.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
6. Oh, we're getting another 10 here. I know, right? Like, how does that thing float? Oh, right. Hungry are we? Eat quite a bit. Are we? Below. Not. We don't have quite enough room to eat the condensed milk. Trying to eat the salty foods.
I need something to drink.
I know.
Soon.
Hang on, Mackenzie. There we go. Alright. I wouldn't necessarily expect too much more salt along here, but it's also not impossible. And also, I don't think beachcombing drops along the ice shelf here. But again, worth checking. Yeah, I mean, I've seen in the real world. I have seen, like I actually have in my toolbox, in my fishing tackle kit, out in the garage or in the shed rather. I actually have a filleting knife out there, and the filleting knife actually floats. The handle is made out of plastic, and it actually has air inside of it, so that if you're in the boat filleting and you somehow drop your knife, it doesn't sink. So you can pick it up again. Maybe it's that kind. Maybe it's a filleting hacksaw. What is that over there? There's more stuff to be scavenged here. Like a pair of boots. Oh no, sorry. Dress shoes. Spray paint, you can stay there. Oh, the best book of all, the fishing book. Right, so we have scanned all of that coastline there. I think what we're going to do is we got another 2.5 kilos here. 2.5 plus 3 is 5.5. I definitely need to get more salt. I'm going to just follow the coast to the bridge. And when I stop, I'll stop at the fishing hut and I will drop off this extra hacksaw. Because that's a little bit of weight. Oh, a little bit of weight we don't need to carry. Oh. Old man's beard. That's hilarious. It's like finding one cattail, only even less useful. I shouldn't say that. We have fire starting level 3, so the cattail is actually useless. But the old man's beard, you get a couple more and you can make the wound dressing for it, or out of it, right? I suppose you reach the latest stages of the game, and sooner or later there is nothing more that you can harvest. You've harvested all the plants that are out there. Then having it wash up on shore is the only way you'd ever get more. I think we've searched this place before. Nope. Ruined
this is any good
peaches. Well, we need to make some more Camberflight porridge then, I guess. Means I need more rose hips. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Okay, that can stay here. Don't really want to leave my last little bit of water here. You know, I'm going to leave this can here for me in the future, just because you never know. But everything else, we're going to... Well, you know what? Boots and the gloves I'm going to leave here, too. They're heavy, and again, you never know what you're going to need, and... Yeah. There really isn't that much more coastal stuff here. It's just the rocks around the bridge. Oh, there is something on the ice over here, because those birdies are not flying above nothing. Question is, what kind of a corpse is it? If it's an animal corpse, we definitely have to harvest it. Get a fire going here before the sun goes down. That reclaimed wood? I think so, yep. Piece of cloth, more reclaimed. Oh yeah, we're definitely starting a fire. Let's yeah, cloth. Oh ho ho ho. Flare shells wash up on the beach. So many previously unlimited or limited resources that have been undone by oh, you're kidding me. Can we get at it from over here? Nope. Oh. And we can't even harvest it without falling in. Well, we got the feather out of it, I guess. That feels kind of like a rip-off. Otherwise, but what are you gonna do? I see bunny rabbits over there too, but I'm not sure how far over we can get on things here, but I don't feel like there's going to be any more salt over here. Well, that sticks out far enough. You can probably get all the way to the edge there. Unless there's salt in this little inlet here, but it doesn't look like it. Okay. We'll start meandering our way back to the bridge. That's a little bit too much of a tease with the wolf there. I mean, if it was another piece of driftwood or whatever on the, you know, you could run up and grab it and run back before the ice breaks, but you can't sit there and harvest a wolf carcass while the ice underneath your feet is crumbling, right? I do sort of wish there was a way to condense the salt down in your inventory. Like having it in all those little glass jars just makes it very ugly and very awkward in your inventory management. Wonder if there's a bear over here on the river now. Okay, here's some salt. Even more salt. I don't think there's any over there, but I think there's more in here around the corner, maybe. And that's probably wishful. You're kidding me.
Excellent.
Excellent indeed. A pale green 303 with a custom stock, a trucker's companion, and a durable friend on the open road. Reliable beyond all else. Oh, there we go. I think I got a little fruit fly or something. 4.5 kilograms. Oh man, we're gonna be over 55 kilos in weight here now.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Barb's rifle. Maybe I'm wrong about salt then, but I've never seen that there before. In fact, I don't think I've ever had Barb's rifle in my inventory before. Okay, well that's probably all there is for salt here then. And we might have to go to Crumbling Highway to get more. Guess we can go around out here just in case we missed something, but I guess there's more in the mine. Probably stop in the mine. Although at this point we've got too much to carry. So much for cooking. Night is coming. We will probably have to stop at the night. Which is alright by me, I guess. Are we going where the mine shafts are? Absolutely not, Graphic. I'm, look at this. I am in the salt mines. Salt and salty crackers. We've literally got 5, 10, 15, 20, because there's one up here, things of salt. At a quarter kilogram each, that's 5 kilograms of salt I'm currently carrying. I know. Well, look at the stream title. That we're in the salt mines, baby, or should I say, bay? This is our life now. Gotta compete with Adam for Salt King. I want to build a meat curing box, Graphic. I think actually we have enough right now, but I found a whole bunch of other stuff that I wasn't expecting to find. So now I'm like limping along with a 55 kilogram backpack. I might just go from here straight to the mines. Well, I should do what I said and drop off the hacksaw. Do I already have a spare hacksaw back at Quonset? Probably not. I'll just see if we can get all the way there. I don't know that I want to go all the way there in the nighttime. Maybe we'll just get to the halfway. No, I know. As soon as Adam puts his toes in the water, the salt content of the ocean goes up. Like that's where, like, measurably, that's where Adam is on the salt table. But a person's got to start somewhere, Graphic. You got to have goals, right? Yes, we found a rifle I've never had before. My question is, why is this rifle so dang heavy? I guess maybe it's like, what does it say in the flavor text? Where is it? I hope if I can see what I'm... Oh, here it is. A trucker's companion and a durable friend on the open road. Probably if I look it up on the wiki, it'll tell you what the benefit of it is. I have a feeling that the benefit is just that it's more like it doesn't wear out as quickly. Like, it doesn't lose as much condition per shot fired as the other rifles do. I mean, Vaughn's rifle takes extra damage when you fire it. It needs to be repaired more often. But I have a feeling this is kind of the opposite. But I'm still going to stick with the Curator's rifle that does more damage. It sounds way more useful to me. I guess we haven't checked technically along a couple of these rocks here, but all those wolves out there, I'm not sure I really want to. I guess I don't smell like anything, do I? We've got 5 kilos here, and we left 3 kilos back at the thing. Then realistically, that gives us the 8 kilos we need to build the curing box. So, the only problem is I don't have any meat to put in it. Then our next job will be to hunt the bear. Have you used the curing box at all, son? Do you have any experience with it? I find myself suddenly curious, because when you put meat in the meat curing box, I believe what you get out of it is just cured meat, right? It's not cured bear meat or cured deer meat, it's just cured meat. So if you put in like a kilogram of rabbit that's worth 500 calories, or if you put in a kilogram of moose meat that's worth like 1,000 calories, do you get the same amount of calorie back out meat-wise for each one? Or... Okay, I thought the deer on the rocks there was a cougar for some reason. I am paranoid beyond measure. As one probably should be when there's, you know, potential for cougars to stalk you in this game. And maybe you had to go. And if you had to go, then no worries. Is this where we were looking for the mine?
So night can't be far behind.
I feel like it's sort of one more rock over by those little other house there. Let me check while we're here. Second time. I knew that deer was there, and it still looked like a cougar to me. Graphic? What are you doing to me? Oh, see, we haven't found this car before.
Someone's stash.
Water and a sweater. Nice. Matches back here. And see, I'm finding all this stuff. Chocolate bar. Oh my goodness. I take it back. The fishing book is nowhere near as good as the sewing primer. Fishing and sewing are the two... Yeah. They're the two skills that are hardest to level. Goodness. One of these days, that sound bit will play on our headphones. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. And do you know whose fault it will be? Jackie's fault. if she hadn't talked me into having a scare alert like that. I'm sure that's the case, Graphic. You can't possibly be wrong with a statement like that. So in theory, I think those salt deposits will replenish over time, but maybe I'm wrong. It seems to me like the sort of thing that should refresh over time, but... That's the broken down bridge. Maybe the mine was back there farther, or maybe it's around the bend here. Oh. Keep walking. The boy who cried wolf? Yes. Absolutely. Way more entertaining, yeah. For you, you doomer. You're all about waiting for me to fall down the mine shaft, hey? Pretty sure we checked these rocks already for salt. I'm starting to wonder if I was imagining things about the... I don't know. I feel like maybe leaving some things back at the fishing shack there would have been smart. Waiting for me to fall down the mine shaft. Yeah, there is a mine. I've never been down the mine in Coastal Highway here. But there is a mine shaft here, but there you go in a little, yeah, again, I know. It was so much easier when I was just falling down a hill, Graphic, hey? I could do that 3 times in quick succession. Falling down a mine shaft 3 times in quick succession, not so easy. At least not in this game. But yes, so you can only access the mine during an aurora because there's an electrified elevator that takes you down. And in theory, if you don't leave before the aurora ends, you're trapped down there. Oh yeah, there's the signs. The mine must be right here. Oh, you know what? It's not. This is where the road comes down. Mine might still be ahead of us. You think it's that likely, do ya? Nice clear night, but I don't think we're going to get an aurora. At least not early. Might get a late aurora. Okay, right. So I remember there was one point in the game where I came down this road right here, in the middle of a blizzard, and I thought I was on a different road, and I went all the way down the road this direction towards the fishing shacks, and nearly froze to death when I could have gone across the street and been safe and warm inside the house over here. So I have doubtless made poor decisions in playing this game. There's the other problem is if we have an aurora now, we're too far away. Oh, we can go in this one? Oh, okay, well. Maybe we've been in this one before then?
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Oh, you always say things like that, Mackenzie. There's nothing on the floor. Oh, good grief, we haven't been in here before. No, more gear to carry out. Oh my. We can't possibly take this all with us. We're gonna have to.
I'll be hungry later.
Oh, these ones are in good shape even. Okay, well, I think we're gonna end up sleeping here, so I'm not sure why I'm too paranoid about looting it right now. I guess we're not that far into the night, so.
I better take this food.
Cooked? I guess we can't eat it straight out of there. We're gonna eat it now. Something you'd use right now. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound encouraging, Flins. More peaches. Millions of peaches. Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. Millions of peaches. Pretty sure I've made that joke before. Any more peaches? Any peach enthusiasts out there? The princess was in this castle? Yeah. Well played. One more can of peaches, just for the meme. No.
Food or
salty crackers. Well, we are in the salt mines. I guess that's fitting. And a dry and crunchy and also kind of salty granola bar. Okay, that's everything down here. Okay, that's everything in the kitchen. Now look at how slow I'm moving.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Dog food. Yeah, baby. Not much of a castle, is it, Graphic? I mean, I guess it's got a flat screen TV. So it's got that going for it, which is nice. And also all of the stale granola bars you can eat. Which, if you've ever tried to eat a whole bunch of stale granola bars, probably about 3. Gotta run, Sun on Wave. So much. Thanks so much for being here. Peace to you as well, my friend. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and that you, that you have a great weekend. I'm going to be working all weekend. Worn work pants. Worn thermal underwear. Whoa. Worn thermal underwear.
What have we here?
New jeans. We are definitely leaving stuff here before we go. That's right. What granola bar doesn't taste stale? All right. Turn the light out. You don't necessarily need to eat more. You got more than enough calories to make it through the night. The extras, that's right, yes. Yes, these ones are actually left out on a counter to cure, unwrapped, for for 3 weeks before they package them up, just to make sure they're extra dried out. You know what? I've changed my mind a little bit. I am going to drink a can of soda here. Save our water for a little bit. We want to sleep for about 10 hours, so right there. Try and make sure we're dehydrated by morning. 10 hours? Boy, I could use another 10 hour sleep. There's the Aurora. We're not where the radio is, so we miss it. Yeah, well, and it is a coffee brand in the game. Oh, that's what you were looking at. All right, so we're almost thirsty. I guess we need this to see our way.
Some water.
Yeah. Yeah. Hinterland should really branch out and try to market that, hey? Okay, well, we're gonna do what we always do. We're gonna create a nice big pile of stuff right by the door. So when we come back, we will instantly know whether or not we have. And also, we know we can just head straight forwards to get out of the house. Okay, clothing. I'm gonna drop the parka, drop the jeans, drop these shoes as well. I guess we can leave these behind and the socks behind, and we're gonna leave the sweater behind too. It's not better than any of the gear I have. And there was... Oh, a pair of work pants. Those are nice, but we already have a better pair, so... mind you, these ones are slightly wet. Still. Leave those. There we go. That brings our weight down to just under 60 kilos. Alright. What can we eat for... Oh, we should have had this last night. Salty foods. Dog food actually, ironically, gives you hydration, I believe. Extra protein. Yes, now with antibiotic properties. Okay. Granola bar. I think we're just going to eat the dog food. Yeah, why not? Find out if it gives us some hydration or not. Yeah, it does give us a very little bit. And yes, perfect. We can eat this 8% can of soda. And drink a bit more water. Alright, there we go. So we can drop... We could drop a pry bar here. Or the hacksaw for that matter. Dropping the clothing, probably the best thing we could do for our weight. Also gonna drop these. Doesn't add up to much, but... Drop 2 pieces of cloth. That really weighs much, so... I think we're just gonna have to suffer under this weight and do our best to get back. We're gonna have to leave the mine for another time. Unless it's a blizzard.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Okay, no, it's just cold. Look how slow we're moving. Are we even walking into the wind? Maybe. Yeah, we're totally walking into the wind right now. There's the mine entrance through the trees over there. It's a good thing we're not going into the mine. With all this gear, I've got too much to carry around anyway. You're going to get very cold. DanDanTours.com. Welcome, Dan. I mean, Dave. I mean, Valestras. Hope you're well. I hope you're keeping out of trouble, Dan. I hope your weekend is shaping up well. I'm doing good. We're still trying to sort out all of our plans for moving. And meanwhile, I am mining salt until it's in my veins. And that's all there is to it right now. Just salt all day, every day. In the game. In the real world, I'm doing just fine. Yeah. Oh, thank goodness the wind is dying down. Yep. Yep. I gotta work Saturday and Sunday. But, that's the way it goes. How are things progressing for your Herald of the Titans run? We still got a lot of packing to do, because we still haven't really started. But we sort of have a tentative plan now for how we're going to start. Because we have to... Like, it's going to be several days of moving, so we got to kind of plan what is okay to have in boxes, what is okay to unpack over there. You're done with gearing, now you're just helping others and kind of, yeah, organizing the process. Sounds good. 1 week from tomorrow, that's when you're planning to run it? I know you're hyped for the potential of possible cross-region play in Midnight. I would like to think that that's a possibility, but I think if they implemented cross-realm like achievements and transmog and all that stuff like they have for you know, reputations, and like even that would be kind of huge, because then you wouldn't, because that's the biggest hurdle for me changing regions, right? The biggest hurdle for me is that if I change regions, I lose all my transmog, I lose all the, not that the mounts really matter to me, but you lose all the mounts you've got collected, you lose all of the achievements that you've got collected. You don't lose them, but you can't like sort of show them off to anybody else, right? Like you get ahead of the curve. Peoples of Azeroth, yes, that's right. I'm trying to decide if I want to stop in this fishing shack. Getting out of the wind lets me warm up. I probably will. We'll just have to step inside and find out. I guess we're not that far away from the base now, really. We can probably make it the rest of the way. Yeah, we're still cold. We haven't searched this. Oh my goodness.
Could end up being useful.
Alright, well the fishing hook I'm gonna leave here. I guess the cloth I can leave here too. Actually, all this stuff we can leave here for future me. Fish hook, fish hook. I mean, this is the fishing hut. It's probably the best fishing hut to go to. If you are in the thing over here, so. Yep, no worries, Dan. Do what you gotta do. We'll check these drawers, too. Right, we'll leave the cloth. On second thought, I'm gonna take the... Well... Right, on second thought, I'm gonna drop the other pry bar here. You know, for chopping through the ice. And I'm gonna... instead take the hunting knife back to base. There we go. That's my plan. We should get there around the same time we get frostbite risk. Oh, yeah, I hear you, flimsy painkillers. I've been having more problems with my shoulder blade being all tight, and there's relatively few stretches that actually help, right? Trying to stretch back there is very difficult. Oh, my face is turning red. I can feel it from trying to do all the stuff there. Whew. That does actually feel a little bit better. Oh, okay, well. Candlelight in the darkness of midnight. That's right. Isn't there a line somewhere in one of the cinematics that, you know, where the darkness is thickest, the light shines out the brightest, or something like that? I can't remember. Dan might know. He's probably not back yet. Country Boy's still here, hanging in there for the long haul. I love it. Thank you so much for being here and continuing to be here. I guess realistically we can build the curing box when we get back, because we have the wood we need and we have the other stuff. The only thing we don't have is the meat to cure in it. But yeah, I mean, I'm uncertain what we get. I think probably putting rabbit and ptarmigan meat in there, or even deer meat, is probably better than putting in bear meat. But who knows? I think once you cure meat, it's just cured meat, regardless of what animal it originally came from. Oh, there's a nice big buck. If I wasn't carrying so much stuff right now, I would probably try and shoot him. Just so we would have something to try in the meat curing box, but I've got to empty my inventory first. I just have way too much stuff. He's literally right outside the door, our back door. We could drop him right there, that would be glorious, but I do not want to shoot him and have him run, because chasing him down when we're carrying this much stuff, I don't want to say it's impossible, but I mean, we'd have to give up and go inside and put stuff away. Just drains our energy too much. Be doing this. Okay.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
I know. we're gonna start a new, like, that's crafting tools. I think we're gonna start a new collection over here for knives and rifles and whatever else. You know, extra hacksaws. Like that. Yeah, sewing kits should go. Well, I don't know. Sewing kits are more crafting oriented. I think we have, oh yeah, so we have matches over here, but that makes sense for cooking. Before we do anything else, let me just drop all this salt. Then I can at least move around a little faster. Yeah, we got to sort out all the... Yep, 20. So that should be enough for us to craft what I want to craft. Let's take the sewing kit from here. We're going to kind of reorganize all of our inventory stuff. All right, we got these two really nice cans of peaches. We got that flour on us too now, don't we? I forgot about that. Gotta drop it somewhere where I'll actually be able to pick it up. Yeah, if we just get one more thing of rose hips, then we can make two more. Actually, make more than two more things of those. The Camberflight porridge. We just need the rose hips. We got enough syrup to make two more. Okay, so we only need one thing of rose hips, plus the... Okay, so we'll have to remember that to get some rose hips next time we see them. I haven't seen them for a while. Got the fishing book. We don't really want the fishing book. Reclaimed wood. I think we got a couple in our inventory as well, do we not? Yeah. Those there. Book we'll stick over here because it's sort of like a tool, I guess. A learning tool. I don't know. Noisemaker, sure. Antiseptic. And have a... I say we should have a thing with some first aid stuff on it. We have for... Not actually much. Okay, well that's alright. I feel like I should be carrying more of it, but I'm not. I don't know if I can. Okay, we can drop a box of crackers. I'm gonna drop the good energy bar here. Oh my goodness, is that is birch bark tea, so that should go with our first aid stuff. Okay, there we go. We are under our weight restriction. Although we should pick up some more water. Tools to leave behind. I'm going to leave 2 flare shells behind on the table over here, I think. Not that they weigh that much, but... Drop 3 of them. All right. What time is it? Maybe we'll go and hunt that deer before we make this thing, just so we know what we're gonna have. Honestly, I'm gonna drop another noisemaker here. Way more than you think, and if we're gonna end up bringing back a bunch of meat, what else do I need? A hatchet? Are heavy. We want to take that with us when we go. Actually, also gonna drop 10 rounds here and probably a few revolver rounds as well. There we go, just enough for a full reload if we need. And like that's nickel and diming our weight situation. That's 5 hours, and the fishing book I think is also 5 hours. Yeah. Well, that'll push us over into level 2. All right. The fishing book is gonna wait. Ah, come on. All right. Go out the back door, and the deer is still out there. We will frighten it away. Alright, so we do need more rose hips. I'm not quite sure where to find them around here. Alright, let's see if we can hunt ourselves a deer here. Still out here, or did it run away? Feel like it's moved on. That's the problem sometimes. You don't shoot them when you can. Well, maybe there's somewhat on the ice out here then. Where they hang out more often than not is kind of out here. On the ice somewhere, but again, if you miss them, you're gonna chase them for a week. Oh, we've still got that MRE we were gonna drop too. I mean, if we have to shoot the bear, we can shoot the bear. Last time we were out here, there were some deer. Now, so much. Or so it would seem. There's a wolf, so the deer aren't going to be over that way. Suppose we could have gone up from the Quonset towards the deer clearing. Is that another wolf? I think it is, yeah. Sometimes they're over here, sometimes not. Yeah, I think if we just go back up the road, we're more likely to find what we're looking for. Like, the thing is, there's no... I mean, it's the same with the ice. There's no real reason for a bunch of deer to hang out on the ice. It's not like there's any food out there. I suppose you can see predators coming from a mile away. That's about the only sort of redeeming reason to be out there. But between being cold, standing on the ice, and... Let's go up this way. If we go up this way, then we come out by the... There's a portable building up there. And usually a few deer in a kind of a clearing. And off to the... Sort of up the hill and over to the right. And if there's not, then there's still a chance of finding some rose hips that we can then make the porridge. Yeah, I wish that deer was still there. A doe will have like usually 7 or 8 kilograms of meat and change on them, but a buck can have 12 or even 13 kilograms of meat, which is quite a bit. That's 4 or 5 days worth of calories, unless you're sprinting a whole heck of a lot. Yeah, if you're still here, country boy, then hunting is one of the great joys and great frustrations of this game. We might even also find some rabbits or ptarmigan up the way here. Would be neat. Yeah, mostly I just want to use that syrup up before it expires entirely, because once something is totally ruined, you can't cook with it. Sort of a glitchy way you can work around it, but more of a pain than anything, I find. We go up, over and up that way. There's also some... Let's see if the deer are over here. We'll start with that. Sure, we could have built the curing box first, but like like obviously that's not hyper realistic, but look at the way the lighting creates different shades and the fact that it really looks like an actual painting. Just beautiful. All right, are there deer? Are there rose hips? Rope climb, we're not there. Oh, I see deer. And I see one of them is a nice big buck. Don't see any rose hips, but can't have everything. At least not at the same time. Well, there's 2 bucks and a doe. Of course, the doe is in the way. Not on level ground. That's going to make this trickier. Okay, stop. Ah, he moved. He also moved. I mean, I guess I can't blame them for moving, but it's awful inconvenient when you're trying to shoot something for it to just kind of walk away on you. Yep. Dang it. Now he's running and the weather's bad. Follow this one, or do we go after that one? I think we follow the one that's bleeding. That's the doe, so the buck is over here. There he goes. Oh, darn it. We got a bruise, and we ripped our clothing, but got the deer. Very nice. And we're actually closer to home than we were before. That's alright. I'm going to switch to the revolver just in case wolf jumps out at us. But yeah, 11 kilos. Get 11 and a half. Maybe we'll just do the hide here first. Why can we not do it by... Oh, we can't do it by hand because we haven't cut anything on it yet. Let's harvest the guts. You need to be able to make sort of a first incision. And now we're getting a blizzard. Right, well, we're going to take the hide and then we're going to go and we'll come back for the meat. We can go inside, we can build the curing box, and then we can come back for the deer here. I don't need to freeze to death to harvest this guy. Thankfully, I know where I'm going. More or less, at least. Yeah, this takes us back into the town. back by the Quonset already. It's slightly suspicious how often the game does this to you. Waits till you hunt an animal, and then when you start harvesting it, it has a change in weather, and then you end up with a blizzard. Oh look, there's a deer.
Can't feel my hands.
There's a buck right outside here. I'm going to be kind of annoyed. Grab one of you. Actually, let's grab one of these. 89, 89,
So
87.
cold.
We'll take one of those instead. We'll leave the deer meat here for the future. Oh, there's a pry bar here too. Let's take that inside. It's not going to fall apart and rust out there
I
necessarily,
would
but
do anything for a drink right now.
so we can be organized. I know you're thirsty, Mackenzie. I don't blame you. Patch it back up. Not that we really need it at the moment, but oh, right. We're gonna eat the Camberflight porridge just because it's there. Porridge fortified with fruits and syrup, a pilot's favorite after a long flight. You have to be below 1250 to eat it all, which we are. So actually improves our maximum condition and gives us a headache, I think. Let me see here now. Yeah, see, we are just slightly damaged down there in the green part on the bottom left from the cold. But this should give us some extra. It's good for if you're going places where you know you're gonna. Yeah, see, it gave me like another 10 hit points or something like that. Headache from eating a sweet dish an hour. Oh. Let's drink a bunch of water, and then let's make our thing here. I feel like we're burning more calories than normal because of the headache for some
I
reason.
might have to drop some gear.
And we gotta pick up all these salt. Oh, we can barely move. Oh, we need the woodworking tools before we can do anything. Super smooth, Dave. Super smooth. Well. Alright. Meat curing box right there. 8 kilograms of salt, 10 fur, workbench. Tools in 6 hours. Nice, you can make a framed hockey jersey. I like that too. That's cute. Or a storage trunk. 9 fur. Wow. Anyway, we want the curing box. I'm going to do 3 hours. We'll see what the weather's like. Because maybe we can go harvest that deer and bring it back. Okay. Do I have the other stuff? I still have the stuff in my inventory, right? Drop 16 of those. And yeah, it's basically half the stuff. So that kind of sits there half finished. I wish there was sort of an icon for that on the screen, but oh right, the guts.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
What are you whining about, Mackenzie? What am I carrying that's so heavy? 55 kilos. We got the deer hide on us still too, don't we? But oh, we got the woodworking tools. The woodworking tools should probably just stay on the woodworking bench, hey? Drop you. Actually, I can. No. Drop that. I'm gonna drop the scrap metal here. I'm gonna drop a few more sticks. Uh, 23 kilos in tools. All right, the woodworking tools weigh a lot, don't they? Be nice if you could just leave the woodworking tools on the bench. You have to have them in your inventory. feel like we're carrying an awful lot of stuff. Extra stuff. We got more matches than we did before. Again, not that this little book of matches weighs a whole lot. We're going to be carrying a whole bunch of meat. Oh, you know what? It's because I've got the 50%, like, that's 5 kilos. Can we drop that? Oh, there it is. Open safe house decoration box. Ah, okay. So it... I don't actually see it, but that's where... Okay, so that makes it better. Much better. Like I said, I haven't done this before. Maybe we'll...
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
We're going to drop this right here in front of the... Because, yes, carrying that around... Not going to help us. Oh, look at that! Right on... See, they did come up with something for that. Perfect. The irony is that we're going to go out, we're going to harvest the meat, we're going to come back, and it's going to be too dark to finish making the silly thing. But that's okay. I suppose if there was another deer in town, it would be worth hunting them too. If I were a rosehip, where would I... Well, maybe on the way back. Who knows? We see him if he's handy. I don't necessarily know how much meat the curing box can hold either at one time. I think you can cure fish as well in it. Yeah, there's our best friend. I mean, there's also a case to be made for wanting to go and scan the beach for beachcombing too, because we are frozen. Hacksaw is our best bet. 11.5, an hour and a half to harvest all of that. 46 minutes with the knife. I thought it was supposed to be faster with the hacksaw. I guess it's not completely frozen. All right, well, we'll take 45 minutes. That's way better time-wise.
It's starting to weigh me down.
Yeah, it is. I bet it is. Right. Is that buck still around somewhere? See him immediately. But, oh, there he is. I tend to hunt deer with the bow because they can't kill me or do serious damage to me. They just run away. And I tend to save the rifle for hunting bears and moose because they're much more threatening. So I'm going to go drop all this meat over by the house here, and then we'll come back and see if we can take the deer down. You can drop them in one shot. The headshot. I mean, the rifle's more likely to kill them in one shot than a bow. But I don't know why. I find the bow slightly more intuitive to aim. And I've used both in real life. Not for hunting, but just marksmanship. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot about the fat too. Alright, one bow. Look how much faster. One arrow. We got 9 arrows, but... Where are we? My antlered friend. There you are. Dang it. Missed him. Well, hopefully he'll bleed out here soon. You know, farther away from home than I would like him to be, but... Well, I guess I only hit his leg. That's not really... Oh, rose hips! See if we can grab those on our way back, but I am out of sprint. Oh. There he goes. Come on, come on. Ah. Right, I gotta stop wasting arrows or I'm gonna lose them all. Fortunately, it was not a very, Oh, there he is. I was gonna say, it wasn't a very serious wound, so... So much for making our curing box today, but... oh, it's too late to start a fire out here. Well... That's alright. We'll do what we did before with the guts and the hide. Different tools, you know, will accomplish tasks at different speeds. And as you improve with your proficiency in them...
Not sure why I feel so tired.
Yeah, so 21 minutes to skin it with a knife, 28 to do it by hand. It's like 25% longer. But conserving your tools is also a factor, because you have to keep your knife sharp.
Sun setting. It's gonna get a lot colder
feathers?
soon.
Any feathers from this deer? Any feathers? Oh, no, that's a rock. Alright, well, never even looked to see how much meat is in this deer, but about the same. 11. 45 minutes. Go.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Question is all of this stench attracting wolves? Oh, and we gotta remember there is rose hips up by the house up here. And I'm not gonna stop to get them now. Late and we're tired and yada yada. But that's good. We've got 20 kilos of 22.5 kilos of meat now, I think. So that's enough to cure a bunch of it. Did want to make the pancakes, but I think just getting the rose hips and making the... It's just up there by the house, but carrying this much meat, it is not worth. Just go get it after we drop the meat, but... Probably not worth it. Yeah, yesterday I had a one-shot, a one single bow shot to take down a doe, and today I've missed twice. Well, I've missed way more than twice, but hit them without taking them out twice. A little bit embarrassing. Yeah, I wonder... I know there's got to be rabbits around somewhere. Just to compare curing the rabbit meat with curing the deer meat.
I could use a drink.
Yeah, we also are going to want to keep... Like right now, we've got enough salt to finish making the thing, but after you cure a certain amount of meat, you have to replenish the salt. So... we will then, and maybe that's why you can get the salt from the trader, because maybe it is more of a finite resource than we than I have thought it is. Alright, well, we're gonna have to eat some deer meat here too right away. We can cook some of it. Guts we want to take inside because they need to cure. We'll take 2 in the morning. Alrighty. Ooh. Can't really see much. There's the table. Oh, that's the workbench. Oh, I see where we're at. I was looking at the wrong thing there. Keeping your bearings in the dark is very tricky business. I'm going to drop these 2 guts here. And this, just so they can cure once we go to sleep without me having to light the lantern and figure out where I actually am. And we took a bit of damage on some of our gear here, so we could, in theory, do some repairs in the morning, but our gloves took quite a... and our toque. Anyway, alright, I'm not overly concerned about that. We just want to get a good night's sleep. Where's the bed? There's the bed. We don't even have enough meat to sleep. Or, I mean, water to sleep all night. Darn. There we go. Now we have enough. Bed. Set it to sleep for 12 hours, which will basically be how long we'll be. Oh, you know what? Let's set it for 6, and then we'll do 6 more, just in case there's an aurora. So we can get in touch with the trader. Yes! Alright, wakey wakey. Where's the radio? The radio is over up. You know, I think this works. I don't...
seem to get this contraption to...
Uh-oh. Oh. Hello?
What? What the hell?
Hi.
Someone there? Hey, hello?
Hello.
Radio check. Go ahead. You better say something or getting this damn thing fixed was all a waste of time.
No doubt. Say something.
Come in. I say again, come in. Well, I'm just a fella on the radio for now.
No doubt.
Been on my own. The
Feel
lights,
that?
they fried everything.
Didn't they, though?
Or haven't you noticed, hmm? What? You been living in a hole in the ground out there?
Yeah.
You're on the island, right?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't come across any.
No
Well,
doubt.
until now.
Ah.
It's taken a long time, a damn long time to get this contraption working.
Here I have a perfectly good one right in front of me.
I mean,
The radio. What else is there?
your radio seems to work just fine.
Yep.
Still there?
Yeah.
Hello?
Tensions.
Things are getting a little thin out here in the dark. I've got some stuff to trade. Not much, mind you, but maybe you have some interest.
What sort of
Maybe
trade?
we can work out a deal.
Yeah.
If you can keep your word, that is.
Questioning
Trust
my
don't come
word?
so easy no more. Not since the lights showed up.
Kidding.
But there's you, there's me, and there's the ice. Well, speak up.
Yeah. Ow.
There's a place, a little island off Coastal Highway.
Yep.
A dock, an old storage box of mine. We can
Right.
use that to trade.
Okay.
You keep your distance, and I'll do the same. Got it?
You betcha. Conversations. Let's well. Great Bear, yeah.
Ah, we're really out on the edge of it all, ain't we?
Yep.
Some people do well with it. Others go a little crazy.
Yeah, but which are you?
Still others go out in the world looking for crazy. Maybe that's you.
Well, we found crazy. Locals, sure.
I know the coastal regions best, but I've been around most of the island. Everyone's gone, as best I can tell.
Yep.
Something big happened. Historical-like, I guess. One for the books, my brother used to say.
But who's gonna write the books now? Who's gonna keep track of it all? Me and him? I don't know. Half the time I get a book, I burn it. Stay warm. Mainlanders?
Well, most folks try and avoid them. Look, I try to keep an even keel and an open mind. But I can't stand a backstabber or a liar.
Right, what he's trying to say is don't make a trade we're not going to follow through on, or he's not going to be happy with it. Name, we're not going to ask his name. We're smarter than that.
Who ain't alone in this life?
Oh, that's cold.
Suits me fine. I'm still breathing. That's good enough for me.
Wow.
We all get to tell our own stories, right?
What the game's about.
This is mine.
This is mine. Leave me alone. Radios, yeah.
An old system. Meant to keep folks connected. Whatever that means. I never had much use for them. Even out at sea. Just throw me overboard. That's how I... This one time... Lost it again.
Like he can't remember.
Never mind.
Oh, that connects to like the when you do the bunkers, which we haven't really done this run. I don't remember if maybe I did finish the bunker thing, but yeah, that sounds like one of the guys that had their memory affected by whatever's going on in the bunker. Then, the flies,
I
yeah.
have my ways, even from my boat.
Have a
Stuff's
boat.
just floating out here.
Out.
Containers, even some empty drifting ships. Just gotta find it first.
Yep, and then you got to siphon the gas so you can keep moving, I guess. But travel.
Yeah, I don't walk too good at all anymore, thanks to this driftwood I call my leg.
Right.
But out here on my boat, I do just fine.
Doesn't sound too great in a blizzard. Trust you.
Just a survivor. Like you, I guess.
I guess.
But I think you might not be from around here.
That's true.
You sound a bit different. Like those folks who wandered into town last week.
Last week?
No, that's wrong. It was a long time ago, wasn't it?
I don't think so, Graphic. I think my best theory is, like, I think we've talked about it before. So Hinterland Studios, the game that makes The Long Dark, is coming out with what they're calling a sequel. So the sequel is called Black Frost, and Black Frost actually has the potential to be played as a co-op game. So The Long Dark is strictly solo unless you download, like, I think there's maybe a few mods for it on Steam that you can get that sort of allow you to play with other people, but yeah, so my theory is that this guy is connected to the second game. Sorry. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So my theory is that this guy is from the town. That's because there's a town in Blackfrost that's kind of the central hub, I think, where you can meet with. I think you can meet with a few people, and there's trade. And when you're out in the wilds, you can come across people that are maybe friendly or maybe hostile. And do you risk a confrontation to try and have to try and trade or something? So not out on a boat, although that's an interesting sort of survival idea too. But yeah, the my personal theory is that this guy is connected to the town in Blackfrost, the name of which I can't remember. But Blackfrost is supposed to come out in early access sometime in 2026. So, but yeah, the you're supposed to be able to play it completely solo like you do the Long Dark, but it has the opportunity to play, I think, with one or possibly two other people. I think it's mostly just a co-op, sort of potentially two-player thing. But there's a whole bunch of information about it on the website, but that's kind of my working theory. And I've heard it kind of from other people as well, that these things are all kind of connected here. It's funny, we're getting hungry and thirsty sitting here, but we're not getting more tired having this conversation. Not sure if our meters are actually going down or not. Where?
I had to get to sea.
The
As soon as the lights showed up. Or a bit after. There was a storm and I couldn't get offshore. Can't really tell you why. Oh, but what's it to you anyhow?
I'm curious.
What are they saying, the others?
What others? There's no others. Can I trust you? Sure.
World's a cold place. Trust comes slowly. You keep your word. I'll keep mine.
Little bit tongue-in-cheek there,
Don't
the
know
world
what
being
it
cold.
was like for you before, but that's how I deal.
Yeah.
Straight up.
There's no cash, there's no credit.
Not much for you.
Gotta do what you say you're gonna do. Alright, trade.
Here it is.
What do we want to trade? 2 kilograms of any raw animal or raw fish and a liter of water gives us cooking oil. We don't need cooking oil. Last resort soup. A heavy, salty soup made from potatoes. Increases condition as well as fatigue. Popular among Great Bear Island cannery workers because of its simple ingredients. A car battery, 7 cloth, and 2 and change liters of lamp oil. Oh my goodness. Some mucklucks. Any 8 cured hides. Wow, you got to stockpile the rabbits for that. Flour, you need meat and water. That's not a bad deal. Not that we need it right now. One potato, you need 6 cedar and 1 liter of water. Revolver ammunition. Cured hides, 4.5 liters of water and some ptarmigan down. Rifle ammo. Well, they're basically the same, but it's 5 instead of 10, right? Oh, salt. There you go. You need 3 kilograms of raw meat and some water to get us some salt. Maybe we should set that one up, just so that we know we're not going to run out of salt because we got a ton of meat right now, so that's easy enough to do. We actually leave and put that in the box right away because we have everything we need to do it. Of course, you got to go out in an Aurora to do that, and there can be wolves. The nice thing is that the trading point is on the island here. Wolfskin pants blueprint. Pair of wolfskin pants. What is this thing with car batteries? I guess for his boat, maybe. 3 kilograms of any raw animal or raw fish meat. Yeah, see, this is going to be the tricky part because you can't just carry that to the island. Or you can, but you better be careful because there's a bear out there. We're going to do one of those. Is there anything else we want to do right now? Not that. We don't have enough hides for that. I do want the soup recipe, but we don't have a car battery very handy, so let's leave that. Cooking oil. Flour. Don't really need flour right now either. Let's just stick to the one thing. Let's just stick to the salt, I think, and then because we can go do that basically anytime. We can do that anytime tomorrow even. I think you can put it in kind of anytime. It doesn't have to be during an Aurora. 2 kilograms of any raw animal or fish. 1 liter of water. Now I got to start collecting. Now I got to get back in the habit of collecting rabbit hides, because they're the really easy ones to turn in for this. I mean, you got to Armageddon down too. It's nice to know that you can buy more ammunition if you need it. That's a lot of lamp oil. I will want to do that one, but yeah, car batteries, they weigh like 15 kilograms. It's fine because there's got to be one in this region somewhere. Let's just stick to the salt. We'll accept an easy trade. Cancel the active. End the
Time
call.
to buzz off.
All right. Are we going to go do this now? In theory, if we can go there, hand it in, and come back. We're picking up 10 kilograms of salt, though, so we want our inventory to be as light as possible. That up at least. There we go. Leave the hacksaw behind. Flare. Pry bar. Leave my pots behind. I'm going to leave my lantern behind. There we go. We've got to grab 2 pieces of wood. And what do we have for water? Yeah, we need to grab another liter of water here, too. All right. Yes, you can make lamp oil. So what happens is when you catch a fish, before you can eat the fish, you have to cook the fish. And when you cook the fish, every fish you cook, you get a little bit of lamp oil. And I think it depends how big the fish is, like how much it weighs, as to how much oil you get out of it. So yes, you can create oil like that. You just have to do a lot of fishing in order to get a liter of oil. You would probably have to cook like 10 fish, depending on the size, obviously. But all right, well, there we go. 1, 2. We have to make sure we can avoid the predators. Is it just, is there a way we can check the trades? Oh, there we go. Active trade. Oh, 3 kilograms. Okay, see? That matters a bit, doesn't it? Worth checking. There we go. Yeah, now we smell more, which means we're going to attract more wolves. Oh, did I drop... Oh, the marine flares don't scare them away anyway. Or maybe they do. But yeah, like, if you're still here, country boy, like, look at this game. Full moon, aurora. Like, talk about pretty. Alright, so we can go basically straight across here. We should be able to avoid the wolves and the bear, because the bear sticks to the generally to the far side of the island. So yeah, so we'll leave the way it works, I think, is we leave the stuff in the box and then come back after sleeping, and we should be able to get what we want out of it. Unless it's there immediately, which would surprise me. But you'll watch some YouTube, gonna lurk. Sounds good. Yeah, if we lava elementals. Yeah, we're out in an aurora right now, Graphic. I mean, this is sketchy. We're carrying meat, so we smell. Aurora wolves can make quick work of me if we run into some, or the aurora bear could be out. You know, just saying. But no, if you want to go and, because I know it's late for you, so... Oh, crap, the aurora wolf. Right there. See what I just say? One of them ran away. One of them's following me. Not likely to give up. There's the bow. But yeah, if you're wanting to see... Oh, there's another aurora wolf. Good grief. How did I not see them before now? They must have just spawned in or something. Right now... Oh, okay. Yeah, only one of them will generally stalk you at a time. Yeah, this was definitely sketchy. Oh, dear. Oh. Oh, I thought he was turning around and leaving for a second. But he's just angry that I got so far ahead of him, I guess. I'm not sure if I should stand and fight him or what I should try and do. And if we go in the house here for a little while, he might, like, clear off. Maybe that's worth trying. Even climb up here? Of course we can't. Dave, come on. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's a fish here. Should check and see how much the fish is, how much the fish weighs. Because if it's a big enough fish, it's already ruined. Mind you, if we cook it, we'll get some more lantern oil, and that matters too, doesn't it? Yeah, because I believe you have to do the trade, and then you have to signal the trader that you've made the trade so he knows to come and pick up his meat. Sleepy, sleepy. Alright, well. How much longer do we sit here for? We can't sit forever, but... probably still pretty close. 1.2 kilograms. Oh. If we can put the meat in there, then we won't smell anymore. It should make it safer to get home. There we go. Trade is complete. I swear I just heard the Aurora Bear. Looks like the Aurora is winding down. The lights have gotten dimmer. Well, there's bunnies over there now. That means the Aurora is done. I don't know if we can still complete the trade right now or not, but I guess we'll have to go see. That also means that the Aurora wolves should be gone. Well, if we need to cure some hides, oh, they just disappeared. And the lights got brighter again. I wonder if there's a correlation. I can see one of the wolves over there, but I'm hoping we can go wide enough around to not see them. But I feel like kind of popped in last time. Yeah, we'll have to pick up the salt later. I mean, we could work during the Aurora here and finish making the box, but then we'll be having to sleep away the morning. So probably I will go back and sleep for 6 hours or something. Oh, it's getting close to dawn now anyway. It took longer than I thought it would. Look at the beauty. Alright, well, either way, tomorrow we should probably check out that island and see if we can get some rabbits. Because if we can get some rabbits, that will allow us to start saving some hides. We can also cook that fish, maybe. Get us a little bit more oil. We have a jerry can somewhere that's got like 3 liters of oil in it. Oh, that's in Timberwolf Mountain. Yeah, I feel like we need to signal them before... Oh, there goes the birdies. Oh, you guys see that bright flash of light? Yeah. I guess we saw that maybe once or twice over here when we were... I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a bunch of lights at the garage over here, but something was really aggressively flickering now. I guess we'll be over there in a minute to see what it is. Yeah, I do hope you got to see this, Country Boy, because this is by far the most appealing. Oh, it's the sparks on the sign there. That's what's doing it. Yeah, that explains part of it. Alright, well, let's go see if we can signal the guy. That might have been part of the visual enhancements that they did in the last patch. Alright. Radio.
Up for another trade?
Signal trader to complete the trade.
Message received. I'm on my way.
Alright, I guess we're going to get a bag of salt. Probably tomorrow. What else can we... Trader's now unavailable. Okay. So, do we want to fix things or do we want to sleep? I want to listen to the radio. Alright, let's sleep for 7 hours. I've drank enough water for that, I think. Okay, perfect. We can eat a piece of wolf meat. Oh, right.
Need a drink.
Let's get the deer over here, too. I know you're thirsty, Mackenzie. We've got 4 hides here, but trading 4 deer hides away when you can trade 4 rabbit hides seems like a bad plan. All of that can stay there at this point. Oh, not quite enough to... It's not sunny out, but... the light fog. Let's go get the salt first. I think. Then at least we know we'll be ready to do another trade if we need to. And it's a lot of salt, so I want to take a bit of water. Not too much. Look at that, we left more film there. Doesn't really matter. Okay, before I go outside, I need to take a break, stretch for a minute, and use the washroom. So I am going to take a couple of minute break here. But appreciate everybody for hanging out so far. I am enjoying this experience with the Trader. It's definitely different from what I'm used to in the game, but it's been a lot of fun so far. And anyway, I don't know. At least it doesn't say we're having some issues. But yeah, I'm going to be back in a couple minutes. And if you're on Twitch, I guess I will run a set of ads. And if you are not on Twitch, then enjoy the sounds of silence for a moment or two while I am away. Alrighty. I am back. But I'm also getting a snack. And of course, that's not open right now. Of course, it's not. There we go. A little noise. Pretty well. Some wonderful ASMR. I'm actually going to mute my microphone while I open this. There we go. That's the worst of the noise, other than the noise of me eating. One of them bounced out of my bowl and under the desk. But I'm good now. All right. Let's see if we can't collect some salt by the kilo. I guess we can also see if we can hunt those rabbits a little bit too, hey? Bug's clearing up a little bit then, I guess. Still need to be careful for the wolves. Which, I think that's a deer over there, actually. It seems too tall to be a wolf. But we'll see if we can find our trade item here. Oh yeah, there's a wolf. Why couldn't we see him earlier? I feel like I need to turn up the load distance for some stuff. There's another one. They were out there. It's funny, sometimes you see them from a mile away and sometimes you don't. I wonder if that's just sort of a load-in issue. We'll go and check the trader thing first. Then we'll come back and hope for some rabbits. See, those birds just popped in there. I wonder if you can include ruined meat in your trade. Sounds like the trader wouldn't be a big fan of that. Question is, is the game programmed to know the difference? There's a boat. There's a boat off in the distance. I have seen occasional boats washed up on shore right now, but I wonder if that's just sort of a visual cue that the trade's been completed and he's going to watch from the boat to see when we come and pick things up. Clearly we can't get out there. I was going to say, where'd the box go? But here it is. Yep. Sprain affliction. How much does this thing weigh? Oh, I see. We're just a hair over the weight limit there. Alright, trade completed. Wouldn't it be great if he saw you and then his sail ran up and he sailed away? Yeah, now we're just a tiny bit over the weight. So we'll check and see. I don't know that there are any rabbits over there, but that's a neat sort of visual cue that the trade's been completed. And you can pick up your stuff. Not that you can see it from very far away, but... I wonder... It can't just stay there forever now, but... Also doesn't look like there's any bunnies here. It's a bit disappointing. Suppose they could be up on the island. Or else they could be over on Jackrabbit Island too. Not sure how far afield I want to go carrying 10 kilograms of salt, you know? Well, we're here now. As long as the weather stays nice, we can cut clear across the ice to get home. Nothing else we can check for, Oh, there is something beachcombing related there. Is that just a board? Yeah, there's some planks out there. Well, I'm not desperate for wood, so they can stay put. But yeah, there's something over there. It looks like a chest. Even if we don't find any rabbits, there might be something useful. He wasn't lying about sometimes useful things washing up on shore, hey? Oh, what do we got?
This stuff will come in handy.
Oh, wow. Well, there, I can see where the salt was, and it does not look like it's respawned yet. Let's take a quick trip and see if we can find rabbits.
Too heavy.
Now, Mackenzie, you gotta pick up some rabbits, too. Don't get lazy. Oh, I see one. Switch to the fire-hardened arrows that are, by and large, cheaper. Hey, rabbit, stop moving around. Oh, we never got the rose hip either, did we? Got sidetracked on doing a trade. There they are. Oh, there's 4 of them? My goodness. One down. Come on, just stop for a second, please. Oh. No. Come on. Why can I not pick it up?
I think I can use this.
Oh. There's 2. Archery level 5. We can now shoot our arrows while we're crouched. This is huge. Will help us get way closer. Oh my goodness, there's rabbits everywhere on this island right now. don't even know you're coming. Where's my arrow? There it is. Here I am picking up sticks for no good reason. Oh. And we are going to move slow. Oh my goodness, there's another rabbit. Unreal.
This pack is getting
6
too heavy
rabbits?
to carry.
There's another one over there. Oh, we missed. That's the first one we've missed. Unreal. All right, well. Six rabbits. We're already at 48 because we picked up so many sticks. All right. Whoop. Still, though. 57 kilos. Well. Let's make it all in one trip here. I hope we can avoid the wolves. But that's kind of insane.
Feels like a lot of gear.
I mean, I've seen a couple of clutches of... Is that what you call them? A clutch of rabbits? I've seen 4 of them in a place before, but I've never seen 6. I guess the place is called Jackrabbit Island, right? It shouldn't shock me that much to find a bunch of rabbits there. Okay, we have to get back. We have to finish making this curing box. Some rabbits in it. Put some rabbit meat in it. We can put some deer meat in it. It's going to be tremendous. Got a route that's far enough away from the wolves that we shouldn't be interrupted. Despite the fact that we smell quite badly. So delicious. Well, I think so far we're winning. This is taking a lot longer. Having to make 2 trips would have been kind of ridiculous. I mean, if we were carrying more than 60 kilos, like dropping those sticks, as much as it's good to have sticks handy, especially when you gotta burn things. Or not burn things. You gotta burn wood to cook stuff on a fire, but it's still kind of crazy how much you can get done without having to fight a wolf if you plan a good route and keep moving. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're the most common danger in the game. that isn't strictly resource based, right? I mean, running out of food, getting tired, getting cold. Getting cold is probably the easiest way to take damage, but after that, you know, running out of food is not good either. See, now that wolf over there I can see from, like, you can't even tell it's a wolf. It's a single, like, it's 2 black pixels. There's 4 of them between those two. You can't even see them probably on the mobile view. Barely see them on the stream view, but there's like 4 of them between the 2 green fishing huts there. But yes, most of them aren't bigger than 2 or 3 pixels. But they're so far away, they can't possibly smell me. Of course, I'm taking longer route than I need to. We're going to finish the meat curing box. It's getting a little later in the day. We're going to finish the meat curing box. We're going to harvest the rabbits so we can put some rabbit meat and some deer meat in the box. I don't know what kind of the capacity is or how any of that works, so I'm basically experimenting. I have no doubt that if I wanted to know the answers, I could find a YouTube video that would explain everything to me about how the trader works and how the meat curing works. But to me, it's more fun discovering it along the way than it is having somebody else play the game and then tell me what the answers are. If I was going to be doing it on Interloper and risking like a 500-day run on some of these decisions, then I might care a little more. Right? And I need to think about what I set up for my next trade, too, because we could very easily set ourselves up a trade that we can't accomplish. I think that's a deer over there. Yeah, that's a deer. And it's like 10 pixels. It's still so far away. But so far, I'm calling everything about the stream a success. Frostboar is back. Hello, Frostboar. It's going well. We are almost finished building our meat curing box. We did our first trade with the trader for a big honkin' bag of salt. Just because finding salt was a big pain. And I'd rather, you know, save myself the hassle of having to find a bunch more salt if I can avoid it. And yeah, and now I just picked up my salt for my trade. And I'm also carrying 6 rabbits back because apparently you need hides to trade in, and rabbit hides are as good as bear hides to the trader. So I'm gonna cure. I've gotten out of the habit of curing rabbit hides because I never make the gloves and I never make the hats. Because unless you're playing on Interloper, there are almost as good items that you can wear that don't require a fur. Or a pelt rather, to repair them. And I've had a couple of bad experiences, both with the travois and with, you know, like a rabbit skin hat or something, where you, like I had a travois that was at like 20% and needed to be repaired, and so I failed 4 times in a row to repair the travois, and wasted all 4 of the deer hides that I had stashed up, and that made me so mad. And I haven't built a travois since. Whoa, there's a deer. But yes, like, I mean, that's a run that I've long since lost. So it's not like it really matters anymore. But it was a bit of a sour experience. I appreciate the travois for what it is. But yeah, on this difficulty, I don't need, like, the travois would still be useful, especially if you kill a bear out on the ice and you need to like drag it away somewhere. Wow. That must have been there last time, but I do not remember seeing it. All right. I suppose I should have gone around the back door and dropped these rabbits outside so they don't start falling apart on me. Yes, I started at the start of the stream to build the box here after getting the salt, and now 6 rabbits on Jackrabbit Island. I've never seen a group of 6 rabbits all together in one spot before. Mind you, if there's one spot in the game I would expect to find a lot of rabbits, it's Jackrabbit Island. Go figure. Imagine that. Uh, 3 hours we should be good on food and whatnot. Oop. All right. Now we need the wood from here. But I have a giant bag of salt, so how do we... Oh, I don't have the tools. Like, how do we start this thing, but I don't have the tools? There we go. We got 10 kilograms of salt, and we need 4. 5 fur, 3 hours. Let's get her done. Don't you get dark on me. Alright, 1 meat curing box assembled. I can now drop these 6 kilograms of salt I have here. And save them for the future. Oh. How do I place this
drop
then?
something?
Not even sure where I want to place it. Move the computer under the desk here, sure.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
And can we put the place? There we go. Whoop! I hit the wrong button. Place. Why won't it go here? There we go. 1 meat curing box with 10 kilograms of salt. Very nice. Turn that off. We are getting tired here. Whatever. We're getting hungry and thirsty, but we're not actually that tired yet. So, the first time seeing it? Ah, well, there you go. You can't really see it because it's dark. When I go back in, I will turn my thing back on here, but all right. The one we used, right? No. Come on, game, work with me here. Oh, it's still got the hide on it. I do want the hide. Wow, we're kind of in the wind here, aren't we? We shelter down here, maybe? There we go. Oh, hungry and thirsty. That should get me through the night anyway. Oh, the woodworking process. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's, I mean, it seems fairly straightforward, really. But at the same time, it's a half an hour. Yeah, I've done it once before now when I built the woodworking bench and started the box there. Okay. Well, honestly, I do want the teeny tiny bit of meat here. Yeah, I mean, it's just like any other crafting process, except the sound effect is different in the background, I guess. Alright, well. Alright, well, that's not even a kilogram. Alright, well, that can say I want to get the big half-kilogram pieces because I want to kind of be consistent in the size of what I'm putting in this meat curing box here. I mean, I've got a bunch of deer meat, but I want to see what happens when you yeah, I want to see what happens when you put in different kinds of meat. Especially different sizes. I've got a half-kilogram piece of deer meat over there, actually, as well. I see, those are the big pieces. So these are completely frozen. So I feel like I should be able to do this with the hacksaw. Faster. Oh, I left the hacksaw inside. Of course I did. Of course I did. And I left my lantern inside. Of course I did, yes. Alright. Can't believe I'm going to do this. Haven't done that in a long time. Alright, storm lantern, hacksaw, pick up all this stuff. There we go. Alright. There it is. Not exactly square where I thought it was. But, yeah, I know. You burned your fingers. I'm sorry. Can't see the salty crackers. Okay, we're right. There we go. I was going to say, we should be right by the door. Yeah, we left all that stuff because I had the 10 kilogram bag of salt to bring back. But yeah, in theory... Shouldn't the hacksaw be faster when it's frozen? I don't know. Maybe it's only faster on big game. Getting closer to the point where we're going to cut it off, I think. Just because we don't want to stay up all night with this. Ultimately, if I put 2 pieces of... Well, we'll put in... I don't know what all we can put in, so that's kind of part of the question, too. These are the little pieces that we'll just cook. 1, 2. Where's the 5 kilogram piece? There it is. We got 1, 2. And then these guys here.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Guts are just there to cure, and the hides will drop too. Alright, hides, we've got 2 hides, 3 hides. There we go. Guts will just drop here for now too, so we can see what we're doing. And... meat curing box. Open. Alright. We can fit in up to 20 kilograms of stuff. Wow. Okay. Well, like I said, I want to try, because I got a half kilogram, and these are full kilograms, but they're less calories, right? So let's put all those in and just see what we get. I have no idea how long it takes to cure. The meat's going to be good for a little while, so that's not so much of an issue. I don't really have anything to eat right now to bother with, so we'll just start that process and see where we get to. Here's the bed. I need to make more fire-hardened arrows, apparently. Not sure why I'm worried about getting the 1 feather back from these, and like I have a shortage of feathers, but we are running low on cooked meat. There's 1 last feather here, or thing here to harvest. It's just over 9 hours of sleeping. Otherwise, we don't really need to grab anything, but we do need those rose hips so we can make a little bit more. We're down to 3% on our maple syrup. Let's see what we can make those last 2 Amber Flight porridges after. Alright, if we want to sleep for 9 hours, 600 calories, we got double that, so that's good. Need to make sure we got enough hydration in us for 9 hours. Well, that should be 9 hours and change. Sleep. Now I'm going to have to check on the box when we wake up and see if it shows a progress meter for how long it takes for the cured meat to be cured. Yeah, see, it's got less salt in it now than it did before. It doesn't show any progress. It just shows, 7% cured. Okay. So in theory, we can put 1 more of these in there, right? Plus 25, yeah. So that's going to be almost 10 kilograms again.
Getting kind of thirsty.
Are you? Yeah, so there we go. We're back up to almost full on the salt meter. All right, now we're going to be hungry and thirsty. So I think we are going to cook and harvest some rabbits and probably make some more whatchamacallits. I'm going to go get the rose hips first. Or can we just set some water to boiling and then go get them? Maybe that's good. We don't have... Oops, come on. We don't have a ton of fuel, but that should last us for a decent while anyway. All right. Be a nice sunny day. Be a nice sunny day. Don't think we can use the mag lens. Oh, really? 1,000 calories. Don't mind if I do. There we go. Now we're not so... We don't have a lot of water on us either. Alright, whoops. Well then, let me pick up...
Too much stuff to carry.
Those and these. And... Go there. There. Hot and the... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, but I guess we got 5 charcoal. No. Place. Hot. I don't think it'll work. We can start the fire with the mag lens. I will take it. I didn't think we'd be able to in this weather, but maybe the weather was changing when I glanced up. Anytime you can save it. I mean, I've never run short on matches except while playing Interloper. In fact, I'm routinely dropping matches because I just can't be bothered to carry 400 matches anymore. There we go. Larger one first. There we go. Nope. Alright, we should grab a couple of the... we're going to get more rabbit, but may as well take 6 of these. Suppose we should have got more fuel together before we...
heavy.
Before we really started doing that. There, what do we got? 2 minutes. Water there. These are already thawing out over here. 11 minutes? Sure. That's a big chunk of rabbit meat. Yeah, it seems to take a while for the curing box to do its work. Which I guess makes some sense. What I really need to do... get some more firewood. I don't have a lot. I should have thought about that before I started the fire. Should be able to find a bunch of sticks over here, but... and a deer, apparently. Find a bunch of sticks, but not really enough. Say not really enough. Same time, picked up a fair few. And I hate having to harvest the branches from sticks. More than anything, it's just too time consuming. Either you use your hatchet so it goes fast and wear out your hatchet, Or else you end up doing it by hand, and then it takes so long that your fire goes out while you're trying to do it. So, which, as a game mechanic, is good. As somebody playing the game, it's very frustrating. And I've gone way farther away than I should have. Grab 2 more sticks. Three more sticks. Water's gonna be long since boiled. Oh, and the meat's cooked. Okay. Can't even eat all this meat, can we? Oh, maybe. Nope. All right.
Something's got to go.
32 minutes. 45 minutes on the fire. Let us craft 3 fire-hardened arrows. There we go. Now we got 4 of them, although one of them's in rough shape. You still didn't finish it. How much is left in there? 78 calories. Alright, well. 6 minutes left. Minutes to get the meat out. Not that it's a lot of meat, but I'm sure I can put more meat in the curing box, but I've started what I've started and I just kind of want to see how it plays out here. Got sticks. Go for a little while. Oh, that one's got nothing left in it either. Oh, see, only the 2 of them had... one of them still got... Oh, I should drink some water. One of them still got a gut in it, I suppose. Still got 7 minutes. Oh, I should really drink some water, I suppose. It's funny, though, none of the things the trader asked for seem to be cured guts. Which is a little bit interesting to me. More minutes. But we can't harvest a hide in 6 minutes, can we? No. Okay, well, that's alright. 300 calories, 400 calories. And drink some water. All we have is a half a liter on us, but you know. There we go.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Get those hides. That's also 4 more of those. And find a smaller collection of hour and a half, 12. We're getting anything shorter than that, really. $30 minutes for 6. I'm not sure our fire's going to go that long. Probably. Yeah, fire's good. Meat's, that's a little bit longer, but it will... I'm still going, country boy. About a half an hour more, and then I should probably head out and start making supper here. Oh, I need the rose hips too? Alright. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go grab the rose hips while that cooks. Yep, we built the curing box. Things are curing. It takes a while. Well, we slept for 9 hours and it cured 7%. So we're probably looking at about 45 minutes per percentage to finish curing the meat. So 450 hours to cure meat? That seems like a long time. No, that's not right. 450 minutes. No, it wouldn't be 450 minutes. 1% per 45 minutes. So it'll be 4,500 minutes? Yep, that's the math. 4,500 minutes. Yikes. Alright, where are the rose hips that are by? Well, I guess we're up here. We may as well collect some sticks. I'm pretty sure there was... Yeah, one just past the house here. Perfect. Now we can make more camberflight porridge. And see if we can grab a few more sticks since we're already over here. Oops.
I might have to drop some gear.
What are you birds flying around? There's birds over somewheres. Oh, you know what? I bet that's from the deer carcass I left on the road down here. Maybe. Wasn't on the road, but yeah. There's the carcass I left with a tiny bit of meat on it. And 0 feathers. I feel cheated. I'm still playing. When I stream, I usually go about 4 hours. Slightly longer today. Well, we're at the 3.5 hour mark. So yeah, by the time I wrap it up, it'll be a little over 4 hours. I always intend to start earlier than I do, and today was no exception. But things are a little wonky right now because our son with the disability is staying at the group home where he's going to be moving to. And that means that he's... wow, we went a lot farther than I thought, too. I already know there's no more sticks over here, probably. Fire go out. Have we been gone for an hour? Can't see the smoke from here. Oh no, it's still going. You can see the glow. Fires at night in this game are the other thing that's really impressive visually. That's not too bad. We got back in pretty good time. Alright, let's do a liter of water here. Throw on more wood, and then let's do... Oh, I don't have enough water. Alright, then we're going to do a liter of water here, too. That's one way to solve the problem. And while we're waiting on that, we can harvest one of the hides from here. This has turned out to be a beautiful day in the game. I mean, the day outside has been good too, but here I am, I've been inside the whole time. 15 minutes till boiled, hey? What else can we do? Nothing. We're just going to do this and lose a couple minutes on the fire. Picked up a whole bunch of sticks, so that should get us going for a little while here. Let's do another liter of water, and let's do this camberflight porridge. We can make 2 of them. That's perfect. And how long does that take? 12 minutes. Alright. and make the other camberflight porridge. Perfect. Oh, forgot to start more water. Oh no. I really thinking there, was I? Alright, well you finish up. Put on a half a liter of water, and then that'll be close-ish. And we will put camberflight porridges over here to not spoil. Now the food has been redeemed. The spoiled syrup is all used up, and the spoiled peaches are all used up. And how are we doing for fire? Not that much time left. And where are we at for sticks? I think we're going to do a bunch of water here as well. I suppose we'll grab a couple more. Alright, let me just get this
walk with this much gear.
rat out of here. How many pieces of meat do we have left? I should really throw more of this into the curing box, I think. 9 here, so we want to cook probably 3 more and put the rest in the curing box. Actually, we got lots of resources here. Leader. The rest of these, this rabbit up first. More change. There's not really much to worry about. We've got a tea. We've got... Do we have any coffee? Oh yeah, we have a coffee. Okay. There's nothing else that we really need. 3 more minutes. Alright. Well, let's cook these. Probably this. Cook this. You know what? Let's cook that and let's do a liter of water here. That's not quite similar in time, but... And let's... We got a few minutes there while that's cooking. We're gonna put this in here and cure our meat. See where we're at on what's in
Too
here.
heavy.
Too heavy. There we go. We got 10.5 kilos in there. This stuff is 13% cured now, so we're down to 9.7. So we can put in another one of these as well. Go. I wonder if you can put in salt using this bad boy. That would be interesting to see. So many other things. We don't need to worry about cooking. I'm pretty sure banged up, rusty, dusty. Yeah, we don't need to really worry, but we're going to focus on doing a bit more water. That's the one thing we have been kind of running lower on. Let me do all these rabbit skin hides here now. These go. We got more of them inside too, don't we? Yep, we should have brought them in as well. Unfortunately, they don't cure sitting out in the snow. I mean, that makes logical sense, but... Oh, there's one more hide there we can harvest. Alright, when we swap the next thing, I guess.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
get this last. We'll do the shorter one because that'll keep us on par for the other stuff here. All right, we'll cook this too. Oh dear, that's close. What do we have for fire-hardened arrows here now?
I would do anything for a
One that's
drink
nearly
right now.
broken. That's going to break next time we shoot something with it. I'm tempted to make more, just because if we're going to be pursuing the hides there for these other trades, then we need to get that going. That off. Yeah, not up to much. All right.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for
And
much
we're going to have
longer.
11 pieces of meat. While we wait for the... That's good, because we're going to need it while we wait for this other thing to start working here. Hey, why am I so OCD like this, hey? Get her done, Dave, instead of making it look pretty. One more coming over here, too. Cooking up. Oh, and we got these. What do we got for time? 13 minutes? 3 minutes. Alright, well. Whatever. Those will hold on there until we get back. Probably overkill on the guts right now, but I also want to get it all curing. So we should have 6 hides here, I think. That's good. Drop a few more sticks over here, I think.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Heavy? What are you talking about, Mackenzie? I guess we're starting to stock up on the water a little bit and get a little tired too. That's spoil dry. This is almost done. Guess we need to drink some water. We got 5 liters of water on us. A little bit less now, I suppose. Can't quite read while we're cooking here because the water doesn't, especially with the pot, it doesn't go fast enough. Or I mean the pan. Pot does. Let me go put some of this water away since we got... I guess we can sharpen the axe too, maybe. A bit here, but we also may as well. We've been ripping through our water here without replenishing it. They should stock up a bit again. Potatoes. Got some broth. If we hadn't, we should have kept a little bit of that meat raw. We could have made some stews and things. But no, I'm not super duper concerned just now. I do wish we could have the time to read. Raw meat and fish gives off a scent that attracts. Doesn't it, though? 5 more minutes till they're melted. And they'll have to boil, so we can go on a bit of a stick collecting adventure here. But we really need more sticks, but okay, not that we need more sticks immediately, but you always need more sticks in this. Clearly the game does not want to give me that many sticks right now. Have I even searched this car over here? I haven't opened this mailbox, so probably not. And there's nothing. What do we got?
That'll come in
A
handy.
fisherman's sweater. And, oh, a Canada toque. What's in the front seat? A ruined soda. Nice. We will drink that. And in the glove box,
I could use this.
film. Nothing wrong with film. It won't go in my camera, so they don't have a camera. Oh man. Water's gonna be well past boiling when we get back. This right here, this is what you call engaging gameplay. Pick up sticks with extra steps. I'm already out here, so not bringing these back seems like a waste. The longer we take to get back, the more fuel we're actually wasting on our fire too, so it's definitely stick over it. See it? Six, 9, 11. Good.
I'm gonna
That's
have to
not
leave
too
something
bad.
behind.
2 liters there and can do. Alright. We can make more fire hardened arrows, so let's do that. Got more than enough sticks. Even if we don't carry them all with me. But find some ptarmigan or some rabbits to hunt. We're gonna be glad we have them. 15 minutes until boiled. Right. 13 minutes to sharpen. I'll take it. There we go. Sharpening skill is increased to 80. Woohoo! Minute until boil. That'll get us through this batch. I feel like we should do a little bit more. Any other... Yeah, we can... Oh, we're still carrying around the things. So we can make carved figurines. Bear hide rug. A coffee table. Decorative art. Ooh, that's fancy. More decorative art. A decorative end table. That's hilarious. Display shelf. Yeah. Dresser. Framed jersey or a photo frame. Chair. Deer hide to make the chair. Couch. Meat carrying box. Mounted fish. A quilted bed. 16 ptarmigan down. So many things. Rustic storage box, rustic storage trunk, and a regular workbench. Ah, yes. Technically now you can turn any building into a place where you can craft, assuming you can get all the stuff there to build a crafting bench. Like you have to disassemble one to make another. But it means you can now build a crafting station in any safe house in the game as long as you're committed to doing the work to get everything there. And it has to be considered an indoor location. I don't know if you could... You can't place them outside, so you couldn't stick it like the one that's over by the fishing huts that has an outdoor workbench. We're not actually that tired. Probably be trying to read here too. Or it gets too dark. What do we have for torches? We got four pretty good torches. I guess we don't need to worry then. The woodworking tools we do want to put away. Gonna reload this here. Yeah, we'll finish this and then we'll consider it good. Realistically, we could just leave the fire burning here. Actually, maybe that's what we are gonna do. Let's try and get through our sewing primer here.
It's getting dark out here.
2 hours.
Time to look for shelter.
Nice. We're not cold. It's not an aurora. Can't tell if there's any wind coming from anywhere. We are. Alright, I'm going to see if we can read for another hour here. I don't have any food on me, do I? 8 liters of water. That's okay. Do 1 hour at a time now so we don't get too cold. Oh! And we got an aurora. Well, I guess it means I can see to get to bed. I think maybe we'll even see if we can set up another trade here.
Too much stuff to carry.
Once I organize my stuff. Yeah, I gotta dump a bunch of this water. Not dump it, but get it out of the old inventory here. There we go. Good for now. Well, we can at least talk to the guy, right?
You there?
Are you there? Funny. I'm here.
Well. My pal on the radio.
That's right. Your pal. Conversations. I'm not going to ask for his name. Not yet. We don't trust each other enough for
I'm
that
up
yet.
for it.
Oh, got some different trades now. Flare shell, 2 liters of water, 2 hide, and 2 ptarmigan down. That's not actually insane for what you're, 2 rabbit hides, big deal. 2 ptarmigan down, I mean that's half of 1 ptarmigan's down, and some water. That's not a bad. Did that one replace the salt? No, because the salt was down lower. Herbal tea is also new. 3 kilograms of meat and 2 cured maple saplings. That is steep for the tea. Cooking oil hasn't changed, but we don't need it because we can make it ourselves. The mucklucks are tempting, just because they're such good footwear. Flour was there before. Soup was there before. We got to find a car battery. And we've got to find 3 liters of lamp oil. That is a lot of fishing. Holy cow, is that a lot of fishing? And cooking of the fish. Like that, like if it was just the fish, that's not such a big deal. But the fact that you got to cook the fish to get it means you go through just an insane amount of fuel. Yeah, the salt is the same as before. The rifle ammunition, revolver ammunition. I really want this soup recipe, though. Oh, but this isn't the same recipe that was here before, though. A traditional soup based on savory ptarmigan meat and fibrous vegetables. Boosts condition and encumbrance at the price of fatigue. Favored by climbers attempting to scale the peaks around Sundered Pass. Oh man, we need that. And we need that. That means we got to find ourselves a battery. And a lot of lamp oil. Like, that's the one that feels like progress to me. And I don't think this is the same recipe we were looking at before. No, because the other one didn't say anything about climbing. So, lamp oil. Like I said, I have lots of lamp oil in other places. So much fishing. I guess if we commit ourselves to building some tip-ups, and then we've kind of got to do the fishing close-ish to shore, because otherwise we'll be too close to, and the wolves will be on our heels while we're trying to... We basically don't have any with us, and there's none in this region. I suppose we could check in coastal... Not coastal. Leak Inlet, but... Alright, let's set up... Let's set up the porter's soup. I don't think we're going to worry about anything else. We've got flare shells, we've got tea, we've got flour, we've got footwear, we've got cooking oil, we've got ammo, and we've just got a bag of salt. So I think that's decent, but man, is that going to take a while. Alright.
See you, I guess.
I guess he doesn't sound excited. I'm not gonna try and do this right now. But before I go to sleep, so I don't forget. Okay, we've done that. We're in the middle of doing this. Keep an eye on the curing box. Vader needs a battery. Oops. What was the other thing? Liters of lamp oil, a car battery. Oh, 8 cloth. The 8 cloth is easy. Soup recipe. So yeah, we want to do that. And then... I guess that will for now. Okay. Alrighty. Right. Film back in here just before I forget, because my OCD wants everything organized. Oh, and now I can't see what I'm doing over here, so we're just gonna drop them on the ground and sort them out later. There's that. For 10 hours, that's gonna get through till morning, I'm sure. There we go. Alright, there we go. Poke my nose in there. We're losing salt faster now, but 27%. Oops, come on now. Alt? No, I was going to say alt. Alright, well, we'll see what that looks like after the fact. That's good to know before we go into anything else too crazy. And yeah, we do have a thing where we can check the trade. I guess we have a goal for next time. But on that note, it is time for me to wrap things up. We're going to be having supper here as soon as I get it cooked. And yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Frostborg, good to see you around again. Graphic, take care out there. And Glynn's and sure Dan's gone to bed long ago. And yeah, I hope you all have a great day, a great weekend. I will not see you until Monday at the earliest, but don't hold me to that because I haven't looked at the calendar lately. But yeah, I think we'll just pack her in now, and we will see you all again next time. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.